What the fuck? I can't even post in my own chat room? What the fuck? What the hell? I can't even type in my own chat. I had to have been banned. I have to be banned. I straight up, can somebody link it inside of my Twitch offline chat? Can somebody link this stream? I cannot post in my own Twitch chat. I literally cannot even post in my own Twitch chat. I have to be banned. There's no way. Hold on. Let me check my email to see if I'm actually banned. They should have emailed me. Sorry, that was my Discord, not yours. Huh.
Okay, let's...
Hold on. I need to grab something to eat real quick. Be right back. Okay? We're gonna get into this spicy meme. Cuck Squad, activate.
Get straight into it. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to all the boys out there. And I also want to say that this video that you're watching might be a little bit of a shock factor to most of you guys. I don't know who you are, but if you're watching me, then welcome. I just want to talk about a few things today. One of the things I want to be talking about today is cuckery, okay? Because I know right now on the internet, the term cuck is used as an insult. Why? Like, people use it as like the biggest slur on the internet. Like, I would say being called a cuck is pretty much the biggest insult you can call someone. But recently, I've kind of just indulged into my fantasies, and I'm not embarrassed. and it's just who I am. And I'm in a very, if you don't already know, I'm in a very, very, very happy, committed relationship. We're pre-engaged and we're looking to get, hopefully this year, I would love to get engaged this year. And I'm gonna work my butt off this year. So I wanna get engaged ASAP, and my partner wants to get engaged, which is fantastic news. So just save up a bit more money and then I'm gonna pop the question. So let's get into it. We want to get married, guys. I love my partner so much. And before I talk about anything, I just want to say that I'm so in love with my wife, girlfriend, partner. She is the most dreamy
My Discord,
girl
not yours.
I've ever met. And I'm 30 years old. I've met a lot of women and I've dated quite a lot of women. And I've slept with about 30 women. But this is the woman that I absolutely...
Why would he be so precise? I've slept with about 30. So I mean it when it's like, what?
Adore, and I would die for, and I would give everything up in the world for this woman. She is just the girl for me. I've always dreamt of having a girl like this, and she matches my crazy, and I'm very crazy, but she matches my craziness. And everyone that meets us, we have a lot of friends. We have this thing about us where we meet people and everyone wants to be involved. When we go out to bars, we preferably love bars. We don't really like nightclubs because nightclubs are more for young people that want to pull, but we get dragged out to a nightclub with all our friends. We just came back from a nightclub 2 days ago for the New Year's. It was amazing, and that's what this video is about. So now I've got all that gritty out of the way. I just want to emphasize again, just to clarify, that my girlfriend is the most gorgeous, most beautiful woman ever. She's hot as F. She has dark black hair and she has all the dark makeup on, and she's got these long nails, and she's got this, one thing I love about her, she's got this massive bunda. It's just so big.
What?
She's 5 foot, but it's just so big, and no matter what she's wearing, you can clearly see it. If it's tight jeans or a normal pair of trousers or shorts or a dress or a skirt, it's just right there. Even when she tries to hide it, everyone can see it's right there. And you know what, the main thing I want to say is that absolutely love this. I've always wanted a girl like her, because I don't know what it is, and I've had this all my life, but I've always wanted a girl that absolutely loves, I love that all my friends would check her out, you know, and say, damn, oh, she's gorgeous, oh, she's perfect, or they go, your girlfriend is lovely, Ali. And I'm like, yep. And every guy I know, everyone's called her hot, everyone wants to sleep with her, and it's just such a good feeling for me because it's my girl. And so that's number one. Second of all, I want to let you guys know that I'm not insecure as hell. I'm insecure about my looks, sure. Like I had a nose job, I had my teeth done, but when it comes to our relationship, I'm not insecure at all. So I want to emphasize that a lot. She's on OnlyFans. And she's been to OnlyFans for about 3 to 4 months now, and she gets requests, and she gets a lot of men messaging her, and she sexts them back, which is fantastic, because a lot of these people that go on OnlyFans, it's not real. You'll normally get a company that she'll sign for, and then you'll be messaging some guy pretending to be the model, which is not the case with my partner Safi. She responds to all the guys on there, and it's all her doing, and it's a lot of dirty talk, it's a lot of sexting, and I'm absolutely fine with that. That's absolutely cool. So I just want to emphasize that I'm not insecure in our relationship. I trust her with all my heart. We love each other very much so. And yeah, now I've mentioned that, we've got it out of the way, we can jump straight in. So what happened on New Year's? I just want to get this video out there to say, I said this year I'm going to be posting a lot of content, and I just want to tell you guys about how amazing my New Year was. So we had a party, about 15 people, mostly men, some girls, my sister was even here. And we went to a nightclub in our area. Nothing special. We went to a nightclub, it was lovely. We all got very drunk, and it was a great time. And we kissed up at midnight, which is a very big deal for me. Call me old-fashioned or call me cringe, but I've always wanted a snog at midnight. I got my snog this year, very happy with that. Last year I got my snog, but it was outside a kebab shop because I was dead tired. Last year was terrible. Now I've been dating my partner for about 15 months. But something amazing happened, and it's just on my mind, and I just want to share it with you guys because I'm just so happy, and I just need to get it out there to the world, and that's what this video is. So we came back and we all wore wrapping. We were all just 10 guys downstairs all just rapping and doing rap battles, and we had put some instrumental beats, and my partner joined in.
Yeah.
And her name was Safi, and she's just the most beautiful woman ever, and she joined in, and it was great vibes. And then there was a problem with a sleeping situation, because we had someone on the couch, and we had my sister on the couch, and we had some guy sleeping on the floor, and then there was a woman in this bed, and there was a guy in this bed, and there was another guy in the other bed. And I realized, oh my gosh, we don't actually have any more room, because we only live in a 3-bed house. So then another guy went home.
Homie, if there's people sleeping on the floor, you can hostel the fuck out of that shit and probably get 100 niggas in that room. If floor space is usable, floor space is usable. Maybe he means air mattress?
Because he realized there wasn't a lot of sleep. But then there was another guy that he actually didn't have nowhere to sleep. And I said, hey man, and I just met this guy, and I said, oh, why don't you sleep in our bed? It's no pressure. And he's like, are you sure? And I talked to my partner. I said, is it okay if she sleeps in our bed? And it's only a double bed, same size as this. And she said, yeah, absolutely.
What the fuck? 3 people? No.
Absolutely love that. So I just want to put it out there. It was the first time ever I've done threesomes. So straight away, I'm going to put it out on record. I want to put this out right away before you all judge me, because I know the internet's a very judge-worthy place, and I'm going to tell you guys how it is. If you're watching this video, you're a nerd, straight up. Okay, I'm not trying to sound like Andrew Tate, but if you're watching a YouTube video of Gross Scott talking about his sex life, you're a nerd and you're interested because you're curious. You're curious. Why are you curious? You're curious because you don't go out, you don't sleep with women, you don't live in the real world, you live in the internet world.
Yo,
where you
chill, bro. Yo, chill.
One cuck, but yet you're a virgin. You know, it's
yo,
no problem.
come
Just
on.
break that barrier and live in the real world. So all my real people out there watching this would understand this is absolutely normal. Now to all the internet nerds that, you know, look at yourself like you're overweight or...
Come on,
I'm
bro.
not trying to make you hate me. I'm telling you the truth because you need to hear it. I'm losing that weight this year. I went for a jog yesterday. I've got my Gymshark gear on, so I'm ready to go out for a jog after this video. But the truth is, a lot of you guys are going to freak out what I'm about to say. Why? Because it's unnatural to you, all right? So let's get this out on record. A lot of you guys out there watching this right now, you're going to freak out and find me really weird and find me a cuck because it's unnatural to you. Why? Why do you hate... People hate what they can't understand. A lot of people hate on me because they don't understand me, and it's not the norm. Okay, so once you do something a fair few times, it becomes the norm. So let's talk about threesomes and foursomes. I'm gonna put this out on record straight away. I've had lots of threesomes with my current partner. A lot. No women involved. Yes, I've let my women, my girl snog other women. Totally cool with that. She's not a lesbian, but she'll snog anyway because, you know, all the guys are around and we love seeing my partner snog another girl. Why not? I mean, every girl wants to snog my partner. Every guy wants to snog my partner. And so, first of all, I just want to put out on record that we haven't had any threesomes with any women. Never had a foursome with a woman. And that's just the way it is in our relationship. It's very, my partner, and I love her dearly, and I completely understand. I think men are very different to women. I believe that women are very insecure and men aren't. You know, we're all equal, but when it comes to this department, I feel like women are more insecure than men. We can all agree with that, right? So we have this pact.
I don't think I agree with that. I don't agree with that.
In our relationship where we won't ever do anything with another woman because I don't think it's fair. I don't think my partner wants to see me looking at another woman during intercourse.
Oh, dude, this just got way worse. Wait, so he's the only reason why he's not doing a threesome with a woman is because his... Okay, all right, I guess. Because women are more insecure than men and because he can handle it? Sounds like his partner needs to grow the fuck up.
We'll admit this right now.
Ah, man, that's cringe, man. I was gonna say, if they were both into it, then, you know, so be it. Like, if that's the way that it landed or whatever. But if the only reason why they're not doing threesomes with another woman is because his partner is insecure and because he isn't insecure, he's like, fuck it, dude, we'll go for it. It sounds like a her problem.
We have had a lot of threesomes, and we've had a fair few amount of foursomes as well, all guys, and I'm totally cool with it. You know, we have had bad experiences and we have had good experiences, but I just want to put this out on record that we had probably the best threesome ever on New Year's Eve / today. It happened twice. Last night and the night before, and I just want to get on camera and tell you guys about it. So anyway, we pretty much we go to bed. It's now 8 a.m. you know, but it stays dark. It's still dark because it's the winter time in the UK. It's miserable as heck, and this guy's sleeping in our bed, and it's, you know, it's cool, and I'm not even drunk, I'm sober, she's sober, and she's cool with it, and I'm giving her the leg massage, I'm squeezing the thigh, because women really like that when you know, squeeze the thigh. I call it the Mbappe massage, and I'm squeezing her thigh. I said, hey man, do you want to give her a massage with me? He's like, yeah, sure. And he's very consensual. Are you sure? Is she okay with this? And she's like, yeah, come on. And we both given her the leg massage, and quickly that went into, you know, touching of her vagina, and which was great, and that's awesome. We're just having a little play, and she's soaked, and it's fantastic, and it's such a turn on. So it got into that. And then, you know, one thing led to another, and I won't lie to you guys, you know, I'm a very, like, I'll be honest with you, I'm gross score, okay, and I stand where I stand. I don't think there is another man on this planet that can't compete with me when it comes to being insecure. Like, I am so not insecure about my girlfriend. Now, 99.9% of men watching this, you're extremely insecure. You hate the fact of another man looking at your girlfriend. You dread the fact of another man kissing your girlfriend, which to me is hilarious, because I let loads of men snog my girlfriends if they want to. Like, because it's just a kiss. It's just a kiss. You guys are gonna freak out. Here we go. You're about to freak out, and
this kind of got back into the, this is getting into the discourse of the original shit, which was, is there a, if you are monogamous, are you insecure? I don't think so. I think there is an added element of, what was it? I forget what the word was. But essentially, it can feel good to be dedicated to one person in a monogamous fashion. It can feel good in it of itself, and I don't think you have to be insecure. Now, am I going to say that most people who are monogamous probably aren't insecure? No, you're probably insecure. I'm probably insecure. A lot of people are probably insecure, if I had to reckon, right? But I don't believe it is necessary that if you are monogamous, you are insecure. I don't think that's true. I think you can enjoy the one-to-one, the dedication that a person has towards you sexually and romantically and intimately, and consider that as, you know, good, you know, and makes you feel good. Like, I think a large component of this is kind of the selfishness aspect of it. Do you feel good, like, when you are the, when you only show, you know, physical or otherwise intimacy with your partner? Not when your partner only does it with you. Like, I'm talking about, like, does it feel good to be like, yeah, you know what, I'm actually not going to have sex with other people because I want to have sex pretty exclusively with my partner. If that makes you feel good to do, I feel like that's kind of shows that it's not necessarily insecurity. Because I think for an insecurity thing, it's going to be primarily from the other person's perspective. Well, I can't have it set way this other person. I'm afraid they're going to leave me or whatever. I don't think this has to be the case. It's just like, it's kind of cool to have somebody that wants to fuck you or be physically intimate with you, and only you. That's kind of a cool shared experience you can go through. People go through a bunch of weird shared experiences or whatever, and I don't think it has to be from insecurity, in my opinion. I think it was Vosh who said that it was insecure to be monogamous, that it was intrinsically insecure. I don't agree. Wouldn't be insecure that you think you can cannot be enough to satisfy your partner without a third party? No, I don't think that's true either. Because you genuinely might not be enough. Like, there are some people that really like threesomes and this dynamic that Gross Score is talking about. He is one of those people, right? Who really likes it. There are some people that like won't be satisfied without having those. I don't think it's insecure to think that. I think it depends, really. Well, I would say it's insecure to think that about every partner you have, maybe not a specific one. We are imperfect, so we are insecure. To what degree and for what scenarios differ, but insecurity is inherently in all of us. Probably true, yeah.
Oh my God, that's weird. Of course it's weird, because you guys have never experienced it. You guys aren't, it's not normal to you. It's not regulated. To me, it's very normal. It's a kiss. My God, they're not like bloody doing wedding vows. That'd be different. They're not signing a contract. It's a bloody kiss. Lips on lips. What? What's going to happen? They're just going to catch cooties? Grow up. Come on, it's a snog. So a lot of men, I'm like, yeah, give her a snog. And they're like, what, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, babe. And she's like, yeah, all right. And then everyone in the room or the party or the club or the bar, right, everyone's like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm totally cool. And then because it's my girl, she ain't going anywhere. He's not going to woo her over. He's not going to, if he falls in love, it's his problem. She's not. That's what I love about my partner. She's very good at being very professional. Now, she's run a lot of nightclubs in her life in London. She's managed a lot of places, bars, clubs. And so she's very professional. And when it comes to our relationship, and when it comes to the rules, and when it comes to like fucking around with other people, she's very professional. So what goes on in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. What goes on outside is just outside. It's what I absolutely love is a lot of the people that we rope into the bedroom or they want to get involved because they come at me. They could be, most of the time, they're fans or they're guys we meet on a night out. We do have a lot of rules. So rule number one is they can't be fuck ugly. All right? No, seriously. If they're like a bit overweight or they stink, or they're ugly, or they're a bit creepy, or they're weird, or I feel like they've got like attachment issues, or if I feel like they haven't got a lot of options, we're not going to go for that guy. Now we're going to go for the guy that's cool, who's lovely, who's got good intent. Now I've learned through experience. I spent my whole 15 years of reading wrong people, thinking this person's good, but deep down they're bad. Now that I'm 30 years old, I'm a master class person. I could look at you and go, you're a piece of shit, or I can look at you and go, you're a good person, got a good soul, and I could see who's out to spite me. I've gone through this 10 years ago. I had a girlfriend, you know, I've always been the same way. I used to let's sleep in the same bed as my friends, but a lot of them friends weren't actually friends, and I knew they were a piece of shit, but I was hoping to see that they were good, and the people that I felt were pieces of shit became pieces of shit, and the people that I felt were good were generally good. So anyways, back to the story.
Oh, you watched some Mr. Girl, did we? Oh, you can read people well, huh? Learn from the master.
We, you know, that went to one thing, and I just want to say,
yeah,
guys,
so far this whole video has just come off as him convincing himself that this is a situation. I could be down with the fact that he's okay with this or whatever. The only thing that I found super objectionable, like I said, was the idea that he's not having threesomes with women because his partner is insecure about it. It's like, that doesn't feel right to me. If I was ever going to have a situation where I was going to bring a third in ever into a relationship, or somebody wanted to do like a more open situation, first off, I just wouldn't do it. That's not something I'm interested in, because that's nonstop drama. Number one. Number two is, beyond that, I would need both parties involved. Like, even if a woman walked up to me and was like, yo, I think it'd be super cool, like, I want you to go fuck other women, and, you know, I can be there, like a reverse cuck situation. Like, I want you to fuck other women. I don't care. You go for it. It's good. Like, get that shit done. I'd be like, well, I don't want you to fuck other men. And she's like, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want you to fuck other women. I'd still be like, nah, that's not going to happen. I just have a thing, man. It has to be like reciprocal for me. For me, it's a thing. It's fucking weird if it's not reciprocal. I feel like it's gonna build resentment and shit. I don't like it. It stinks.
And like, you guys, all you boys out there, all the real lads, not the internet nerds, I'm talking to the real lads out there. If you have a girlfriend and, you know, you've been dating for a year or two and it's a bit dried up, you know, having sex once every 3 or 4 days, brother, that is dead. That is dead. You guys want to change your life and you want to try something different. You live once, you're human. We could all die tomorrow. I want you to do me a favor today. I want you to try and convince or ask and talk with consent. Talk to your partner. Would you like another man involved in the bedroom? Again, yes, it's cuckery. It's not a bad thing. Don't judge it until you tried it.
Just to be clear, I don't think he's describing cuckery. Cuckery is when another man fucks your wife without, like, you being involved at all, right? Or your partner, without you being involved at all. That's cuckery. He's just talking about, like, having a threesome, right?
Again, I just want to emphasize this one more time. A lot of you guys out there are watching this and you're going to say, well, it's weird. It's weird. How can you let another man fuck your wife? Of course you're going to say that. Of course it's weird to you because you're a bloody virgin. You sit on the internet, you've set one girl who was a rat, let's be honest. You haven't experienced the real world. So it's weird to you. Here's an example that I give to all my friends every time. It's like a car, okay? Just like a vehicle, like a moving car. I bet you in the 1920s, when they first invented the car and that person got in the prototype of the car and drove down the road, every Tom, Dick and Harry went, what is that? That's weird. Wow, what? That's weird. That's what. Now look, Now look down the road. Everybody's driving a car. No one cares. They don't care if it's a bloody Porsche or Ferrari or a Peugeot. It's all the same because it's normalised. It's the exact same with cuckery. A lot of people out there right now freaking out, especially the internet, and they find it weird because it's not normalised. So what we need to start doing is normalising cuckery. Let me tell you the benefits of being a cuck, and I'm totally cool with this. I don't want you guys to get confused. I'm not the type of cuck that would sit in a closet and watch and jerk off while watching my missus get ploughed. Now, I'm going to be completely honest.
That is a cuck to my knowledge.
And I'm totally cool with it. And when I first started doing this last year, it can hurt. So there's a warning. It will hurt you, it will shock you, but you kind of got to just get your shit together, get your emotions together. And if you can watch your wife that you love with your heart and she's fit, if you can watch another man slam your wife raw, no condom, and that's another factor to put out there. Every partner we bring into the bedroom, again, we make sure that they're fully cleaned, that they've got no STIs. I don't want people thinking out there that we're doing any tramp, which we don't do. We make sure everyone's got a very clean sex history. I don't really like to pull someone else in if they've served too many women. It's very off-putting. I like someone who's decent, who looks after themselves, who just want to have a good time. So, and every time we've done stuff, it's been mainly positive. The only negative is because the other guy couldn't perform. And we have had that quite a few times. Men out there say they're going to bring it. Honestly, we've had it about 5 times where men go, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm going to do this, I can, oh, watch me, I'm the best. They come down to it, we were sitting for 3 hours, mate. Blow jobs, hand jobs, fingering, whatever they want to do to her, they do, and they can't get an erection. Nothing's going on. It's just limp dick. And you know, and it's just, and I don't know what's going on. This doesn't really happen. All right, mate. Or it's the alcohol, it's the weed. I'm tired. I'm under pressure. I don't feel. I don't know what it is, but some people just can't perform under that pressure. Most of the guys can that I rope in. So, and this guy is just this guy we met. Honestly, I just want to say he's in bed, and I've always wanted this fantasy, and boys, it was so bloody brilliant. So she's legit in the middle. I'm on this side, he's on that side, and she just turns to me. I'm like, yeah, because I talk a lot. If you can't really tell, I'm very, when it comes to down to in the bedroom, I'm very like, do this, do that, and everyone's cool with it. And I make sure that communication is key. So first of all, I've always wanted to do this. I want her covers on, because we never really do it in the bed. We normally do it on top of the bed or in daylight or downstairs or on the sofa. I wanted to have an experience where it was in the comfort of her own bed, where it's cozy and we're warm, we've got the covers on and the windows open a little bit. And we had guests around, so we had to keep the noise down. And it was just the best thing.
Bro, I am pretty shocked by this. If it is a meme, it's a hell of a meme. This shit is crazy. I mean, the dude seems happy, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. I mean, the dude seems happy. He's happy. Yeah.
World, honestly, when I just said, make out of me and just let him do you on the side, and let me tell you. And this guy, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. My penis is about 6.5 inches erect. But one thing I love about me, and this has happened with all my girlfriends, I've got a very nice penis. I'm gonna put it straight out there. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I've got a very nice penis. I make porn with my girlfriend. We make a lot of porn. I have a lot of friends. I send my friends all my porn all the time, and they jerk off to it, and they want more.
That's, listen, man, I gotta draw the line somewhere, bro. Yo, what? I gotta draw the line somewhere, dude. No shot, bro. No way, ain't no way in hell, my dude. Nah, bro. No way, man. God damn. Nah.
I'll give it to them for freebies because they're my friends, right? And it makes me feel good about me sharing our sex videos. It makes me feel good, you know, and we're helping the world. We're helping them release so they can have a better day. That's our duty as humans, to help other humans, and that's what I like to do. I think sex is very important. I think sex is very healthy. I don't think people should shy away from it, and I don't think people should think it's weird. It's weird to all you internet nerds watching because you're an internet nerd.
I think it's pretty weird to give your friends your porn. I think that it's a pretty weird thing to do, okay? Just trade racism, bro. Like, listen, man. I'm with this guy for a lot of this shit or whatever. You know, it is what it is. I can understand why he might be into this shit. Some people are into it. Do I agree with him? Some of the points that he's making. If it was normalized, I feel like a lot of more people would be into it. Am I into it? No. Do I think most people would be into it if it was more normalized? Maybe, probably not. I don't know. But maybe I am just behind the times. Maybe I am really insecure, and maybe that's why. Who knows?
You eat pizza, you don't work out, you're unfit as fuck, and you're probably sitting there on bloody 4chan all day, let's be honest. So your brain's all messed up. In the normal world, the people are fit, and they're strong, they get up, and they go to work, and they've got a good diet, they're horny all the time, all right? Let me just take a quick vape before I continue. Cherry. Cheers. I do love a vape. One thing I do is I do like a nice vape. So I just want to say this guy had a huge penis. All right, it's huge. 8 inches. All right, now my girlfriend's not loosey goosey, right? She's very tight. Believe it or not, she's still, and I love this about her, is I've had girlfriends that are loose. Again, it's everyone's different. There'll be some girl watching this getting offended. Oh, I'm offended. Oh, because I've been called loose before. It's not my problem. That's your problem, right? You fix that yourself. Go to the gym and do some squats. It tightens it up. One thing I love about my girlfriend is as soon as I stick it in, I need a finish. I do. And so this guy, 8-inch penis, and I'm laying there and I'm making out of her, and he's just doing her on the side, and he's just going. While he's doing it, he can't get his hands around how big her ass is, and he's just doing it, complimenting her ass, and saying, and you know what I loved, and he loved when she'd guide his penis into a vagina while we're making out. So hot, and it's so good because I'm trying to make out of her, but she can't breathe, and she's just, you know, she's pulling away, she can't breathe. And boys, I just want to say, mate, all the boys watching, you've got to try this with one of your partners. You have to try it, man, because it's weird, because the guy's enjoying it so much, and then obviously the next day they want more, and then a week later they want even more, and then a month later they want even more, because us men. You know what I think he the thing is, so he's saying that we're insecure for not wanting this. I think what he really wants is something that it seems like a lot of men want, and which makes me feel like there might be a significant thing. He wants his woman to be wanted by other men. He stated it earlier. It was something I picked up on earlier, but it seems like that is very much a part of the process. He really likes it when other guys makes comment and says, like, I really want to fuck your girlfriend. Like, your girlfriend's really hot. I want to have sex with you. Like, he's really big on that. I don't really care at all. I don't really give a fuck. If no guy in the world finds my girlfriend hot, okay, I do. It doesn't influence it either way. Even if every guy on earth wanted to fuck my girlfriend, it's like, okay, all right. It doesn't influence me at all. I have no inclination which way or the other. For him, though, he has drilled it like 50 times that he likes it when other guys find his girlfriend hot, and he likes it when that is like friends comment on his girlfriend being so attractive or whatever. That's a completely alien experience to me. I just don't care. It was like, yo, that girl is hot, and it'd be like, oh yeah, that's my girlfriend. I'd be like, dude, your girlfriend's hot. I'm like, ooh, all right, I guess. Like, it's cool that you think that, I guess. It doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about that social approval thing. And so for him, that's probably, it seems like that's a critical part of the process. That these dudes like his girlfriend so much that they're willing to fuck him or fuck her while, you know, he's in the room while he's watching whatever. He likes the feeling that other dudes want something that he has, which is his girlfriend. He said it earlier, right? That none of these guys are going to be able to get her, that he's the one who's got her. I'm the one who's got her, and all of you want her. It's like, is that not like a kind of like an insecure thing? Why do you need something that everybody else wants? Like, why does that give you pleasure? You know what I'm saying? Could I not call that insecure? I think just automatically assuming that other people are insecure for not having that is whatever. I'm not trying to say it is. I'm trying to say it can be. I don't know.
Call for likes. True. Like to stream. Like to stream. Like to stream. If you want to see me stream more consistently on YouTube, if you want to see me broadcast more content on YouTube, more with less ads, because on Twitch I have no control over mid-roll ads, but on YouTube I do have control over mid-roll ads. I'm not going to run mid-roll. I believe it only runs pre-roll ads, so a lot less, and I believe they're skippable on YouTube. So big ups, big W's from YouTube on the ad game.
Is when we get
it defines sexual value. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck, right? I care about what I value in the partner, not what other people perceive as valuable in the partner. Yeah, because otherwise I would. Yeah, no, that shit's just cringe. I think valuing somebody because they are valued by other people is super cringe. I find that to be super, super cringe. Like, if nobody values my partner, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Could it be a red flag for somebody else? Absolutely. And I think that that's something that could be taken into consideration. Like, if 100 people walk up to me and they're like, yeah, you know that chick you're talking to? Yeah, we all didn't think she was girlfriend material. Yeah, we thought she was weird. I'd be like, okay, that's 100 dude. Okay, that's a red flag. But if, like, I get to know them and I like them, and the reason they didn't like her was, like, I don't know, she had a tick or something, like a social tick, and then I liked this person otherwise, I wouldn't care about those 100 people who didn't like them. I don't know why anyone would.
A taste of good pussy, we want it over and over and over and over and over again. It's like a drug. It's like cocaine. Okay, so what I love is that other men wanting my wife makes me want her more, and that's the whole.
Yeah, he is falling into the social approval thing. Okay, just to be clear, that seems like that's what's going. Like, and there's no disrespect to him for this. I think this is a generally bad trait, though, for like mental health. I think this is not a good thing to have, that just because other people want it, you want it. I don't think this is good for people, but yeah.
Point. So a lot of you guys out there watching, if you are in a committed relationship and you're bored, you fuck once every 4 days, it's boring. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, okay, if you've got low testosterone, I rate that. Okay, I understand that. If you don't, if you're jerking off, if you're watching this, you jerk off behind your girlfriend's back, you got issues. All right, I know, because I've been there. I used to do that to all my exes. Every ex I ever had, I was jerking off to pornography behind their back because. You get bored after a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or half a year.
No, it just serves completely different purposes. Like, wait, what? Okay, I will and have watched porn throughout start to finish all of the relationships I've ever been in, because it just serves a different purpose. Like, porn serves a broader range of fantasies or ideas and different like ways of doing it. Also, many times masturbation can feel better than sex. Like, you can do that. You can do both as well, though. Like, doing it behind somebody's back, like, I thought it was pretty well established in my last relationships that it's like, okay, I'm gonna still watch porn through all of this relationship. And the way that it worked was pretty much, okay, I just don't want to see what kind of porn you watch. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't want to like watch you watch it. I don't want to know you watch it. You know what I'm saying? Was how the relationships went. Like, I know you watch it. I just don't want to be there when you're like doing it. It's like, okay, and then that's how it went down. That simple.
The sex slows incredibly down. Even if she's hot as fuck at the start, within a month or 2 you do get bored. With my partner, we've never been bored. I've never been bored. And it's a guy thing to perform. A woman doesn't need to perform because they've got a hole. As a man, you need to be able to get aroused and get erect and keep pounding. So I want to say this right now. What turns me on so much from
that was loud
is basically it's all in here. It's just how much another man will give it to.
I don't know, man. Bro, I don't know. Getting bored wasn't really a problem I had. Yeah. I'd say I probably wanted to have sex just about every single day. And we pretty much did in most of the relationships I was in throughout the entire relationship for like years. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it is. Getting bored is not very. I don't know. Sex is kind of just sex, bro. I don't know what to say. Maybe I haven't had good enough sex to be able to get bored of other sex, or maybe I've only had good sex. I don't know. It's weird.
And that turns me on so much. It just does. I can't describe it. I don't know why. It just does. And I need to tell you again, you've got all you guys out there in your committed relationships, give it a try. Find a friend who's committed, who's not going to steal your wife, that's not going to snake you, that you got to tell him. Communication is key here, by the way. Communication is very big key. You tell him clearly that this is just sex and we're going to still be friends after this. And if all parties involved, the man, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, and the friend, then you can all have a good agreement. It comes down to it. Have a drink of alcohol. Have one drink. I've done it sober many a times, but
stop flexing on us. I don't think that's a flex. I think that's just a statement about, like, I don't know, sex is I don't know. I guess I don't really understand what people say when they say they get bored.
Drink always helps ease the confidence and you can have more fun. But let me just say, boys, one of the best things in the world is, because I love to show all these guys, like, oh, I'm like, babe, show him this, do that, deep throat, fuck her throat, doggy, get on top, stroke his groin, suck his balls, grab her neck, grab her hair. We do everything. I just want to put this out here that one of my favorite things was when she was doing doggy, so her ass to you, and he's just fucking the shit out of her, and he's going deep in 8 inches, and while this is happening, I'm receiving the oral sex, and you know what? She's even holding her head, but I'm just watching her face and seeing her eyes rock up to the top of her head was the most hottest thing. I've got to get here on YouTube and tell you guys about this, man. Was the most hottest thing, and that image of her brain, her eyes going, like, it's just bedded in my brain. I've jerked off like 5 times today because I keep thinking of how that was. And you know what the best thing is the dirty talk, how she's getting fucked. And I'm like, talk dirty to me while she's getting fucked. She's going, yeah, and she's just saying, yeah, you like when he's fucking me? Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, oh, and that gets me right going, like fires me right up. And
good for him.
My most favorite thing is, and this guy's like, oh, I need to come. I'm like, yeah. Empty it in her, because one thing that I love about my partner, and I love this, she loves being filled up. She loves being used, because it's sex, and you know, someone out there like to feel like they're being like used in the bedroom, not in real life, not in a relationship being used, no, in the bedroom. And absolutely, what I absolutely loved is how she's like, oh yeah, fill me up, use me, and he just empties his load in there. Now, moving on to then after that, what happens? He lays down, he rests. I'm like, bruv, let me get up. I get up, and bruv, I just start fucking his cum into her. Now, this is gonna gas people up.
Okay, alright, bro. Alright, dude. Listen, this shit's a bit heavy for me. Alright, I am a lightweight, bro. Okay, you gotta, let's just take it step by step, bro. I'm a rookie, man. I'm trying to work with this guy, but I am a rookie, alright? Jesus Christ, dude. He was. Oh, man. He was. Woo! Jesus Christ. Damn, this man is all in.
Free cugs, it sounds pretty gay. It's not, all right? It's not. It's perfectly.
It's not gay. We're doing those memes.
It's semen, all right? It's not acid. It's not bloody cancer. It's just semen, okay? It's just a fluid, okay, to help breed. And pretty much, mate, the most hottest thing in the world is, if you haven't tried it already, make sure you do try it at least once in your lifetime, at least once. Don't judge it until you tried it, okay? It's like Marmite. You might not like it, you might love it, all right? In this case, I love it. Fucking another man's cum into my wife's vagina is probably, and don't judge me, the hottest fucking thing on planet Earth, okay? It is, okay? People get grossed out. All of you out there sitting watching us getting grossed out is because you're cringe. It's because you got low testosterone, that you go to a club, you kiss a girl, do missionary sex. I ain't got time for you, bruv. I'm here for the fucking real ones that know how to fucking live. I'm 30 years old. I don't give a flying fuck, mate. I'm a freak when it comes to the bedroom, and I'm...
Right, all right, dude. All right.
Proud. I'm a cuck for my girlfriend, and I'm fucking proud, bruv. And if I'm
God damn, bro. He put this out there. I think this might be a stunt, though.
fucking laughing, if I'm sitting there loving it, fucking banging, having 5 orgasms a day, and you're sitting there at home complaining about my sex life, who's winning? Who's winning? So all the boys out there that respect me for being honest, respect to you. But the boys out there mad at me, get out, get off the internet, stop browsing freaking Reddit and farming your karma that no one gives a fuck about, because it's not real life, okay? You can go on there, complain about me and call me weird all you want. Just know this, mate. I'm living in the real world, feeling things and living my life. Meanwhile, you, karma. Anyways, I'm not mad. It's just, I already know how people are going to react to me being honest. But I just want to know my point.
I mean, listen, man, if he wants to say he lives his life that way, that's fine. I just don't like all of the insulting of people who don't live their life that way. I agree with the preemptive strikes, though, against the people that are gonna say that, like, he's gross for this shit. I think this shit is gross to me. Yeah, I find this deeply unattractive. But yeah. I saw some tweets from a few years ago that his girlfriend was telling people he was a cuck, so I think this is real. Really?
This video was, A, had an amazing time, I want to share it with you guys, and B,
I will hold my like hostage until you end this degenerate video. Any likers? We got 54 likes. We could probably push it up to 100 if we really tried, yeah? 100 likes? Can we get 100 likes? Is that possible? We get 100 likes on this video, we can get more people inside of the arena. A couple likers? I know a couple of you are logged in. You don't want to lock it down, I understand. But if you want to see me stream on YouTube for longer, more consistently, drop a like on the fucking video. You should be able to do that. I think you can do that. I believe in you. I truly do. Yeah, like behind your back. I will say a lot more men gonna be at their doorstep after this. W recruit tactics, huge dub. He's probably got flooded with DMs after this. Probably, almost certainly. Him and his girl probably got flooded with DMs. Thank you for this. We're up to 77 likes. We're almost there. 77 likes. So we just received, what is that? About 20 likes. About 20 likes that we just received. So thank you to the 20 people who liked the video. We're getting very close to 100. Mark my words, it's only a matter of time. Before what? Guarantee you he's going to be talking on another about how depressed he is after the breakup. I mean, what would be wrong about that, right? I mean, there's nothing. Oh, you're talking about he gets left alone because his girlfriend like finds another guy. Is that what you're saying? A lot of people probably subscribe to her OnlyFans too. I think that's what this might be about, is the OnlyFans thing. A tier 2, I believe that is. Tier 2 member. It's 2 months. Crow, thank you. Thank you, Crow. Yeah, Shirley. Yeah. They 84 likes now. What is that? 25 of you liked the video. Thank you.
I want the internet to start normalizing cuckery, self-cuckery, because it ain't even bad. It's like one of the best things on earth. It is, but I will say this, before we do try it with your girlfriends, if you have got one, make sure that she's got her head screwed on tight and she's proper in love with you. Oh, also another point I should have made at the start of this video, and I'm going to make it now, is this is all me, all right? My partner, my girlfriend, would happily live her whole life for the next 50 years with me, not doing any of this stuff. She knows it's my fantasies, it's me, I'm the freak, and because she loves me so much, she's like, okay, we can do this. Most of the time, I have to really kind of say, oh, please, I'll be good, I'm good, I've got to treat you like a princess to get my reward, and that's my reward. And, you know, and when we get doing it, she loves it, obviously. It's like a car that's cold. You've got to start the car up. Now the car wants to drive. Exact same as my girlfriend. You've got to turn her on, bruv. And now she's like, actually, this is great. And let me just tell you boys this. You know,
what color pill is this? It's the white pill because my homie's drinking the other nigga's cum. Bro, I don't know what to say, bro. He's literally pushing another. I can't. Jesus Christ.
And again, last night, the guy stayed over for an extra night. We had one glass of wine each. That's all it took. One and a half glasses of wine. I didn't even need it, but we took it anyway. And we go up to the bedroom, and you know, we were sexting on the couch, me and my partner, while he's just sitting there. And I was, you know, it was the most sexiest thing. I was like, "Did you like it?" She's like, "Yeah." Did you like it? Did you like it being filled? And yeah, I did. I was like, "Oh, this gets me going." Communication is key. So, man, we're going to go up there and we just talk about sex normally because it's normal. It's not like a big deal. A lot of people like to see sex as a big deal. It's not. It's just a normal thing to do. It's just sex. I've really gotten to a point where sex is just sex to me. There is making love and there's sex. Now, I will say this as well. Normally, I have this rule, and this is a big rule I have, is no kissing. I don't like when another man kisses my girlfriend or partner because they can get attached, you know. But, you know, last night I thought I want to see him make out.
Wait, hold on. He doesn't. Wait. Hold on. So we're insecure, we being the people who aren't cucks, because in his mind, right, people, they were afraid if our girlfriend gets fucked or our partner gets fucked, they're going to leave us. They might get attached to the other person. But he's not insecure, even though he doesn't want his partner to kiss anybody else because they might get attached. It sounds like the only difference between us, the people he's trying to label us as, and him is that his line is at kissing and our line's at sex and kissing. I don't understand. Like, if he was like full bore, all right, my girlfriend could do whatever the fuck she wants and it doesn't really matter, and you know, because I know I'm Mr. Hotshot and she ain't gonna leave me, whatever, like, sure, if you want to do that. But now he's like, well, no, she can't kiss because then they might get attached. Well, they might get attached by having sex as well. This is a very common thing, to get attached even while having sex. So what's the difference here? Why are we drawing a difference here? And what's the material difference between that, you drawing the line at kissing, and me drawing the line at kissing and sex? If that's where we're on that, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Making out is very sexy, and let's be honest, especially during sex. And I don't know, I just find it very hot, and I like watching them kiss. It's very hot. It ramps them up a bit more, makes them feel a bit more closure, makes them perform better, which turns me on. And, you know, and this guy loved watching me fuck her, which is fantastic. And he absolutely goes, "Yo, can you just fuck her while I watch?" And like, bro, like, and this guy even said he's going to go watch some threesome porn when it gets indoors. And like, you know, and I just want to say this as well. So last night, this is 2 nights ago, but now last night, we did it again, and it was just better. Why? Because we gave my girlfriend 5 orgasms. He gave her 4, I gave her 1. Wait, what can I say? He's got an 8-inch penis, and it has a nice curve to it, straight curve to it, so he can really get up there and hit the spot. As for me, I got to go deep in, balls deep, you know, just to hit that spot. But either way, normally I would give my partner, when we have sex, 1 or 2 orgasms. Sometimes like just for me, I just want, but last night we gave her 5. So I just want to put it out there that, yeah, it was probably one of the most amazing experiences ever.
For him.
And today, even right now, she's on the couch sleeping. She's zonked. She's passed out, like she's just dead ass tired, you know. And her vagina is really sore, and it's a nice feeling. She says she says it's a nice feeling where it's sore down there, but it's like a nice sore. And none of you guys.
And he said before he doesn't mind if they get attached or fall in love because that is their problem because his relationship is secure. But now he contradicts that. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Of all the videos, this might not be the one to shoot from a budget casting couch.
Understand what I'm talking about here, because again, you haven't lived in the real world. But when you do live in the real world, if you're a girl and you know when you get fucked hard and your pussy's sore next day, it's a nice feeling, right? So either way, boys, I just want to get on here and share that with you now. It's going to be the best year of our life, boys. 2023. I mean, 2022 was crap. It was. I didn't work. I didn't stream. I didn't post content. This year, mate, I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to start doing this. Every time I have a good sexual experience, but I'm going to get up on YouTube and tell you guys the story, man. Honest to God, one of the best things in the world. Please try cuckery if you haven't already. Just give it a try. Stop being a wimp. Stop being insecure. Oh, but my girlfriend might leave me. Shut up. If she leaves you, don't worry. You'll find another one. All right? Give it a crack. It is so hot. Where's my cucks out? I've actually had quite a few men message me that have got girlfriends that want to do foursomes with me and my partner. But again, we don't do the other girl involved. But I just want to get up on here, man. tell you guys, bruv, one of the best feelings in the world, bruv. You wouldn't know this, but even last night, just the feeling that, bruv, that guy just, we did so much sex positions, which I can't get into because the video would go on forever, but just, I love, mate, when he just fucking finishes inside of her, and then I go and I finish inside of her, bruv, and then she goes to bed filled with cummies. God damn, I love you guys so much. God, I know I'm a freak in the sheets, but no one out there gonna top me, bruv, I'll tell you that right now. No one in the world is ever going to top me. And that's my claim to fame. You know, that's my thing. And it makes me so proud. There's not another sex freak in the world compared to Gross Score, bruv, when it comes to this shit. No, I'm the top one cuck. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm the top one cuck. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to run away and be embarrassed because the internet, you're a cuck. Yeah, I am. You're mad and I'm happy. I'm coming, you ain't. You're filled with testosterone. I'm chilling. God damn, boys. Happy New Year, lads. My camera stopped recording after 30 minutes. Is that how long it's been? Well, if you manage to listen to all this, then I just want to say you're a legend. I love you. Yeah, I will touch on this one more time. I think it might have cut out before I finish, but I just want to say, so pretty much my goal this year is to, because we're very open with
That was
sex,
so weird. It was so orange at the beginning and it faded away to not be orange.
Me and my partner don't give a flying fuck. We've got a very healthy sexual relationship. We definitely want to do this. We definitely want to start, because she has OnlyFans, and it started with her doing like photo sets and whatnot. And then recently she's like, can we do more porn stuff on there? I was like, absolutely. You know, blowjob videos and sex. I'm confident with my penis. I don't care what people say about penis. It's fucking a lovely penis. You know, mind you, I've got to have a little shave. But my point is this: we're going to be releasing a lot of adult videos on her OnlyFans this year because, yeah, let's help the world. I want to help the world come. That's it, and that's the truth. Because what can I give to society? All right, I'm not very entertaining. I think I'm a pretty good storyteller. But how can I help the world? I know. I'll make people come. We can just show people our sex life and make them, and then they can pleasure themselves, and you know, they can have better days. You know, so we want to give back to society, and she's so
yeah. I'm thinking this might literally just be a promo.
I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with it, and yeah, we want to get to being adult workers. And I said this, and I want to show it, and I want to be really honest with you. I want to show. I've touched on this a little bit before. I say it one more time. I want to show the internet these threesomes. I want to show it. The other people involved, you know, they can wear like masks if they want. I can blur their face. I've just learned how to blur on Sony Vegas, which is fantastic. And they can wear long sleeves so I don't see their tattoos. But I want to show how nice it is when it comes to sex with other people. It's very normalized, it's very cool, it's very chill, it's not a weird atmosphere, it's fantastic. It's actually a real good fun time, and I want to show it over the internet. So I told my partner, I think it's only fair, and this is God's honest truth, I think it's only fair that, yes, we have threesomes with my friends, right? But I think it'd be only fair if we should invite her subscribers in to meet up in Manchester, and they can obviously get involved.
It's all a promo, man. All a promo. It's full promo. Nah, bro. Nah. You can hear his lack of confidence as soon as he ripped that one off, too. You can hear it. You can feel it. Is the moment he started talking about that shit. No chance, bro. No chance.
Because it's only fair. I mean, these guys are paying for her, and you know, like, it's her livelihood. Why don't we rope in her subscribers? And she's totally cool with that, you know. So that
sounds unbelievably dangerous and reckless. That sounds unbelievably dangerous and reckless.
What we want to do this year as well is like rewarding her subscribers, you know, physically. Why not, if they're cool enough to meet up, and you know, so I just want to get it out there. I think it's going to be an amazing year. It's going to be such a fantastic year. I'm so excited for this year, and I'm done hiding away and trying to hide who I am. This is who I am. I'm a very, very horny guy who absolutely loves his wife, and I'm a cuck, and I'm not embarrassed by that, and it's totally normal. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it might have been a bit interesting or different to you lot, but this is who I am, and this is my life, and I'm just happy to be alive and well, and it's going to be a fantastic year. So with that said, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and and I hope you guys have a really good night. Yeah, be safe, boys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. What I'll do is I'll do a little stream tomorrow. I'll get online and say hello. You can come talk to me there. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be doing a lot of content this year. Videos like this, more stories, more streams, and just putting myself out there this year. I love you guys so much. Thanks for listening, and have a good evening.
Not gonna lie, I feel like he was never really into this kind of thing, but he's pretty much convinced himself he likes it because he'll do anything to keep her. Maybe I'm wrong. It's actually a fetish of his, but seems so odd how passive and complacent he becomes since getting with his GF. She has 100% of the power in the relationship, which doesn't seem healthy. Oh well, who am I to judge? I hope he's truly happy. Is there like other videos of like this, him and his girlfriend or something? I don't know what that person is talking about. Is this his girlfriend?
Come on, TikTok, come join me, my sister, and my girlfriend on a trip to Manchester. So there it is, on Dow. Here we go. We came here before. You guys want a part 2? So here it is. Close-up view and inside. It was busy as heck today. Take a look at all the chavvies around. Oh, yes, sirree. It's going to be a great day. Let's get it, boys. Loving the area. Ooh la la, nice woman in the yellow. Okay, so the vending machine that does eyebrows. My sister's showing off the eyebrow machine. Looky. The butcher shop, also known as this gaming bloody place called The Cube. You guys ever seen The Cube on the Channel 4, or is it ITV? Go inside, loads of games. Wow, looks friggin' amazing, doesn't it? But not just a place.
Alright, I'm done. I don't even understand what the fuck is happening there. Alright, well, that was super fucking weird. It was super fucking weird.
Now you're telling me, well, top guys can struggle, bottom guys could pull, which I agree with, but now that's like the blue pill.
Why you put this on me, man?
No, that's what he asked.
Basketball to you.
It's a personal question. Now you gotta answer.
You put the girls on the hotspot all the time, but you guys fuck somebody, no strings attached.
Do that, but
I can like the video now? Yes, of course, you can like the video now.
why do that?
The ultimate level of black pill, in my opinion.
If women play games first, don't you think that's because there's a certain, view that you guys portray on us? We don't want to look as whores, so then it's like, what's
New
the
loaner
it's
box
kind of
video?
a
What is it
lose-lose
on?
for us? So if we play games, we're losing. If we're straight up, we're losing. So where do we even go with that?
Well, I mean, that most women tend not to care about male body count, right? Because when people see a woman with a high body count, they think lack of control. When you see a man with a high body count, you think this guy's in control, right? He's capable of like achieving a lot, right?
Agreed.
Now, however, I think body count matters to women, but I think it comes up in a different way. So here's a question I have, and I could be wrong, right? But let's say that you have a guy and you start dating, you start talking to him, and you find out that he has like a lot of women friends, and then after you start dating, you find out that he's f***ed a lot of them. Are you okay with him like texting, DMing, like still being like friends with these women, or I want to hear around that?
Good question. We'll go around the table.
I think that's different than having a high body count. I think that's just fucking the people that you still talk to.
Body count for men.
Okay, so
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I guess. I mean, if he's not like on that bullshit and like talking to them in some type of way, I don't know. I probably wouldn't. Knowing me, I probably wouldn't be okay with it.
okay. What about you?
No, not okay with it.
Okay.
It's a no for me, dog.
Someone for me, dog. Randy Jackson approved.
Fuck
But did you say before that you would be okay with your guy exercising options?
That is the reason why I'm single.
Because you make no sense.
No, I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it. That's why I'm single.
So you're not okay with the man exercising options?
Listen, I would, but I can't handle it.
What?
I would. Like, maybe if I was a little bit more mature, I would be able to be okay.
I think what she's trying to say is she's morally okay with it. Like she would be fine with it in an idealistic sense, but materially and pragmatically it doesn't work out.
with
those women.
it, but I am not mature enough to handle it. I know that I'm not mature enough to handle it right now. So no,
by definition, you can't accept it.
I can't accept it. Maybe in the future, I would.
Right now. No, the present time at 12:43 in the morning.
Okay.
Bruh.
I would not want him talking to girls that he's been fucking with, is what I'm saying. If it was like once or twice.
I feel like these are two separate questions, though, because let's say, I think even a guy who is with a woman with a body count of 3, but she's like constantly texting and constantly engaging with these people and hanging out with them, and they have a like positive relationship. If even with a body count of 3, they'd be like, yeah, I'm not sure about that, and they get weird about that. I think I don't think it's fair to say that women care about body count with this as the example. I don't think this is an example of women caring about body count. This is an example of women caring about men who have slept with people that they are currently really close friends with while dating them.
Okay, and they have no ties to him, I'll be okay with letting it go. But if it's like an everyday thing, like you're gonna see this person constantly,
or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no.
The answer is no. She will not accept.
If it's like a threesome here and there, like I would, yes.
No, we got
but
it.
if it's like a constant everyday thing, no.
Okay. Right. And then guys like, yo, this is why so many guys struggle with girls, bro.
This is confusing.
See, but here's
It's
the thing.
confusing.
I don't know if y'all noticed this.
I know I'm confusing.
I don't mean to make her a case study on this, but I don't know if you guys noticed she's been flip-flopping her answers based on how she feels at the moment that we ask her the question.
Yo, your poor baby.
And this is what I mean when I say that women a lot of the times have to make their answers based on how they feel when a particular question is asked or how they feel at the moment of the environment around them, right?
I think there's something to be said for how confidently men will answer questions, though, when they don't know what they're talking about, right? So she's obviously like waffling back and forth, but you'll have a guy like really confidently say some shit like, I'd never date a woman who's 24 with a body count of 50. But I guarantee you, he might say that, but if the right girl walks through that door and she's a 9 or 10, like the guy will suck it up and do it 100%. So even though a guy might give a confident answer, right, given the right circumstance, he'll probably be willing to bend or change too, I think.
He'll make that decision and say what's on his mind at that moment.
At that time, sure.
He's not going to flip-flop and I don't know how I feel about this and then like let their feelings go ahead 100% like dictate how they're going to answer a question.
But I'm pretty concrete on the fact that
she's not sure.
I don't think guys might overtly say it. I think they go through a similar mental process though, of like, is this something I want to do? Is this something that whatever? I don't know. Is this girl hot enough to get me those legendary cuckold threesomes I've always wanted that Gross Score told me to do? I don't know. Like really weighing your options at that moment.
no, listen.
And you really said men are just as delusional.
I think
Cardinals for sure.
Honestly,
Waffle House.
if he was gonna have a constant relationship with this woman, no. If it's like a once in a time thing where we have threesomes or like, you know, I would be okay with that.
If it's your ex, if you're fucking her, she's got to kick rocks, so you're gonna kick rocks. I'm not putting up with that shit. I'm not gonna put myself through that shit. I will stress myself out.
Okay. So he can't talk to his ex with you.
I'm sure dog gonna say no though.
Okay, but fair enough. What about you?
Fuck that.
I mean, I wouldn't like it, but you know, humans are unique and there's different situations, and you know, there is like there has to be a respect towards me, you know, about it. Like some guy could be best friends with a girl for lifelong, and you know, whatever, they did their thing one time, and
Just one time.
whatever, he introduces me to her, we become friends. Like there's situations where you can be okay with it.
For real.
Okay.
And yeah, of course you're not gonna like it as a female, but if there's a common respect, and you know, things happen, we're all human beings.
Okay.
I want to say that answer, I would be careful because women will say that. But as soon as you guys get into a fight and he's talking to that woman, and he's like, man, I got into a fight with Tony today. Oof, that shit goes crazy.
That's where the respect comes in. Like, you know, our
respect your
arguments should be private. You shouldn't be running to a girl that you fuck. You know,
What were you gonna say?
that men don't know how to keep that boundary.
What boundary in particular?
Like for example, like how she said that he had a best friend, they fucked once or twice, and then they got into an argument, and he's over here talking to her about the situation
it's not that men
they
don't know how
had.
to keep it. They just don't give a fuck about it.
They don't give a fuck. Exactly, they don't give a fuck about it.
They know they're doing something right. That's why when you look at your guy, and every single time, it's like some NASA like GPS repositions his phone every time you look over. It's because he knows he's doing something dumb.
Of course.
Like, every time. Yeah.
Well, that's
oh
where the
yeah.
respect is.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Yo, Sneeko, you okay?
I'm great.
Look like you're in love, man.
I know, man.
Yes, sir.
You picked up.
Don't worry about it, man. Why you putting me on the spot? It's L Fresh, L Wayman. Bad Wayman. Fresh is LBC.
LBC.
What about you?
Yo.
No. That's sad. Because like
That's Ritz.
The relationship is dead or the girls are dead? That's clarify.
like no, like really though, like if I'm with you, like you okay with me being cool with my nigga friends and I'm my niggas like my nigga friends, like
Yeah.
like
Niggas like, yeah.
I'm just saying like
They
be
come.
for real. Like you
real,
okay
like-
with me my homeboys and you still like I'm still cool with my homeboys and you want me to still be cool with you your homegirls and y'all cool and tight, like no, that's that.
Dude, is she cooked too? What the hell was that? She's like.
Let me ask you a question though. Would you let's say you're with a guy that you like, you love and you admire, right, and you respect him? Would you realistically want to have sex with other men?
Excuse me?
Let's say you're with a man that you love and you admire and you respect. Would you realistically want to have sex with other men?
Ross.
See, and that you can't even grasp it, right?
No, like I'm
if
sorry.
if you're with a man, your boyfriend,
They
fiance,
didn't
whatever,
know.
you love him, you respect him. Would he even
See, I'm not a woman. I cannot speak to a woman's experience on this, but I feel like the answer would be yeah. Doesn't everybody in relationships, you're in a relationship, that doesn't mean that you no longer feel sexual attraction towards other people. Doesn't mean you would fuck other people. I don't want to actually fuck other people while I'm in a relationship. That's something that I consider to be like a bad thing to do. Obviously it's cheating if, you know, you're monogamous or whatever. But like, do people not want to still have sex with other people? Is that not still a thing? You still feel sexual attraction, do you not? For real, no cap. The two next to Fresh are absolutely tanked. What is a woman? On this show, Sneeko does the misogyny, but forgets the irony. Wait, what? I don't know if you can watch Rumble on YouTube, but Fresh and Sneeko have a weird verbal altercation near the end of the Rumble stream. Shit was hilarious. I probably can. No. No what? Can neither confirm nor deny. I don't know. Like, when I've talked to my exes, they've talked about, like, yeah, other people are attractive. If I'm with a guy that pleases me sexually and I'm emotionally into them, then I just want to have sex with that person. I'm not trying to say that, like, you only want to have sex with that person. What I'm trying to say is, are you not sexually attracted to other people? Because I agree, when I'm in a monogamous relationship, I only want to have sex with that person. That's because of, like, how I view relationships and monogamy and shit like that. I only want to have sex with that person. I don't want to have sex with other people. This is a monogamy thing, not a man or woman thing, but if it's a framing, it is a gender thing. Well, what I'm saying though, is that I'm not a woman. This is one thing. This is a claim to experience. This is something that I can't really know of, that I haven't, that of course I can appeal to anecdote of, like, women cheat. So clearly there's something sexual with that shit. And then people will say, well, they aren't pleased in the relationship. I call bullshit. I think people cheat even when pleased in a relationship. They just might not want a relationship at the time. Maybe they want to play the field or whatever. And I think those things don't have to be mutually exclusive. I misinterpreted the question, sorry. Yeah, you are, but it's kind of like your mind is closed to the desire, kind of depends on the person. FNF are arguing that men don't get attached and are inherently promiscuous. Women are inherently nesters who can't handle more than one man because they catch feelings or whatever. Right. I know that's the argument. And I feel like what's probably the case is it's just similar for men and women. Like you go through and you're like, oh wow, that's an attractive person. They are sexy. And that's it. Like, if you weren't in a relationship, you could see yourself pursuing a sexual relationship with whatever person, inner ex attractive person, but you are, so you don't consider it as a thing that you want to do. And maybe you don't want to do it as much as if you would if you were single as well. I can agree with that experience as well. Like when you're in a happy relationship, you are less likely to want to have sex with another person, like as you would be when you're single, because it's like, fuck it, I can do it if I want to. Who cares?
Come to your mind to have sex with other dudes.
No, I don't want to have sex with nobody else.
Okay, now let me flip it. If that guy's in a relationship with you and he loves you, you know what the reality is? He wants to have sex with other girls.
I'm sure of it.
Okay, so
you're right.
So when
because
so what you're arguing right now, saying, well, that's like me having sex with my homeboys. Well, not really, because you don't want to. You don't really want to do that.
On my behalf, no.
Okay, you would not want it.
No.
Okay. But you do understand that a guy, even if he loves you, wants to have sex with other girls. Most of the time.
You're right.
Okay.
Because that's just how that.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying is because you were trying to say it's equal, like, oh, well, that's like me having sex with my homeboys. And I'm trying to say it's not, because you don't really want to have sex with them if you're with a man that you love. Versus he's with you, he loves you, but he definitely still wants to have sex with his homegirls. That's what I'm trying to say.
She understands like really. She understands really like both. Okay.
I think she
sounds like
I'm just saying men and women are different. Like
really,
Absolutely.
Yeah, women naturally don't want to be hoes if they're with the guy that they love, admire, and respect.
You
of course not.
You're right, but a dude would definitely still have love for the girl, but he still want to hoe up. Like,
so this is something that I don't know. I've seen some people disagree with this, but I really don't. I don't think you can love somebody and cheat on them. I don't think that's possible. I think that's a cope. I think it's a pretty big cope. I don't think you can love somebody and cheat on them. Assuming you're not like fucking zonked. I don't think you can. Doesn't this contradict Fick's argument? Wouldn't it be more permissible for the women to be friends with their homeboys, even if she is fucked them because she's attached to you or the man more likely to cheat? Yeah, it would be. That would be true, Tommy. I shouldn't be worried about my girlfriend being very close friends with all of her guy friends or whatever, because I am providing, I am being, such a fulfilling, great alpha male man that she shouldn't feel the need to step outside of the relationship. So why should I be worried about her guy friends? They aren't competition because she isn't going to want to sleep with them, right? And inversely, so a woman should be afraid of a guy being close to other people because that means they're going to. Sure. Can you love two people? Yeah, I think you can love two people. You can fall in and out of love for sure. Yeah, of course. And I think that's more often than not what happens is people fall out of love. But I think if you cheat on somebody, you consciously cheat on somebody, I don't think you can claim that you love them. I don't think that's something you can do. Nah, I don't think so. I think that would be one of my definitions of like how I describe what love is somebody that, because that is such a significant and powerful hurt that you are subjecting another person to. That is a very significant hurt. Yeah, I don't think you can love somebody.
he still want to, fuck up.
Period.
And I get that.
I disagree. Sure.
It's just that's just how it should be. Like, for real.
It's not hurting her if she doesn't know. Yeah, running the risk of hurting somebody on the grounds that maybe they won't find out. I find that to be degeneracy. I have no other word that I think encapsulates it quite as well outside of degeneracy. You are literally like harming your partner in such a visceral way, and you're hoping that they don't find out about the harm. Like, that's crazy. Can you love somebody and physically abuse them? Depends on what you mean, but I would say generally not. The reason why that one's a little bit harder for me is because cheating, you understand that what is happening there, right? You are taking somebody's trust, you're evaporating it. It is universally seen as a bad thing. The problem with physical harm is there is a lot of people who use physical harm to, in their mind, like convey a feeling that they have, or like try and teach somebody else a lesson. So in their mind, it's like, I love this person, and you know, one of the ways that they might need to learn might be physical harm. So like spanking a kid is an example of this. I think that parents who spank their kids don't automatically not love their kid. They're just misguided on what is necessary to be able to teach them a lesson or whatever, or to communicate a feeling. Right? In a relationship, somebody who might physically abuse another person can love somebody, but physically abuse them because they're like trying to be like express how badly they have fucked up, right? So how we might communicate that somebody has fucked up so badly is talking to them, maybe raising our voice and being like, hey, you really, you know, fucking hurt me doing X, Y, and Z. But another person's might be physical violence. It's not healthy, it's not good, but I think you still could love somebody. Yeah, it's like a learned response kind of a thing. It's not like conscious in some cases, right? Physical abuse in some cases isn't like a conscious thing that you're doing. It's like a reaction, like it's a primal emotional reaction. I don't believe cheating on somebody is something that you do primal emotional. It is a consistent action. It's not like you can, like, for instance, I can punch you in the jaw in like a quarter of a second, and then I physically abused you. I could go to prison, and maybe I should, right? But if I'm cheating on you, that's a whole thing that takes fucking quite a bit of time to lead up into, to see the signs that it's happening, to carry out the action. It's a whole goddamn thing.
Like in real life,
Not every guy.
Yeah, I slipped and fell her. I don't know about this day. It's the way that I feel. I think love isn't one thing, it's many. Can cheating be a primal reaction to a sexual opportunity? No. It is a consistent, deliberate. When I'm talking about a primal reaction, I'm talking about like a fucking goddamn practically subconscious little, like, you just do it. You just do it. It's a snap decision, right? Sometimes people snap and they just hit another person. I think it's possible for you to do that and still love, like, I again keep bringing up the child. I think it's possible for you to love your child and hit your child. I don't think you should hit your child. I don't think you should hit your spouse. But I think that you can just be like an emotionally unregulated adult where you haven't really learned how to deal with your emotions properly, and you can do that, right? I don't believe that there's a similar effect when it comes to cheating. You aren't like having an out-of-body experience when you're cheating and there's nothing that you can do or whatever, right? A better example for cheating might be if somebody kisses you. If somebody kisses you, right, and you could have pulled back, but it was like a half a second thing, quick response, saying that like somebody, you could definitely still love somebody and then not have pulled back as somebody tried to kiss you, like fucking grabbed you, you know, and went for it. You could still love somebody and then having kiss somebody, but fucking that like deliberate, constant, consistent, multi-minute, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minute action, no way, bro. You made a choice at that moment. I feel like it's the difference between a choice and something subconscious. Cheating is a choice. Like these other things aren't really so much of a choice.
Not every guy, you're right. Not every guy is the
Not in
same.
real life either.
You're right. Not every guy is the same.
Let me ask you a question. If you know that guys want to do that, would you be okay with your guy stepping out, knowing the reality that most guys just want to have multiple women? Would you be okay with that, knowing that? Now that you understand the reality.
But in that situation, that's where you got to know what type of,
To be honest, I'm not sure if I agree. I genuinely don't know about guys wanting multiple women. But one thing I do feel very confident about is even if guys do want multiple women, I can guarantee you a vast majority, maybe not a vast majority, a good amount of those men, I'd say probably 40% plus, would not actually want multiple women. They would realize how unbelievably drama filled that shit is, and realize it's fucking nightmare fuel. Fuck that shit. It is so much drama that's just fucking stressful. It's so taxing. Why would you do that to yourself? No way.
What you looking for in the dude, like, you know, what you want to you know, what you want to put up with, what you want to deal with.
Have you ever had a dream?
Well, knowing
No, that you
well, my question to you is, I want to try to get a direct answer here, is knowing that most men want to have sex with most girls. I'm saying if you're with the guy that you love and you respect, are you willing to put up with that, knowing that there's a high likelihood it'll happen?
I'm not for you if you want to do that. No.
So you want a man to be monogamous to you only?
If it's 100, if it's real, you right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you want him to be monogamous to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
like, really? She means that.
It's not possible.
Right.
We heard Destiny talk about how difficult it is even for him. Sure. Okay, so you can love somebody and strike them, but you not if you beat the fuck out of them, right? Yeah, if it's like a consistent, prolonged, like, fucking thing, like, if it's an emotion, if it was a choice, then whatever. Like, it's in theory possible that you could black out with rage, but I genuinely don't know how common of a thing that is. So yeah. Or you can love somebody but cheat by making out for 5 seconds, but not if you get to fucking. I don't even think you can make out for, well, maybe 5 seconds. I don't know. 5 seconds seems like a long time to do. But yeah, not fucking. Essentially, at whatever point we consider an action to be considered a choice, because I think there are certain actions that are responses, that they're like just things that you do, learned responses that you react to situations. Whenever it crosses this threshold into becoming a choice, I think is when we should say, like, yeah, I don't think you can love anybody. And I think that for cheating, I think treating is always a choice. There is never going to be a moment where it's like, yeah, like the chatter said earlier, I fell into her vagina. Like, that doesn't happen. It was a choice. You made a choice. It was deliberate, calculated. You did that. That was something you did. Yeah. What if your parent just wants to beat the K away? I feel pretty confident in saying they, oh, are you saying do they... Oh, I see. If your parent is like abusive to you because they want to do it for what they consider to be altruistic reasons, I think from their perspective, they could say that they love you, but I would say from material reality, we would say that they can't really, they don't love you. Because if you loved your kid, you would look into whether or not beating your kid is, 1, good for them in the first place, or 2, good for them to beat the gay away. And you would find on both counts, it's a no-go. Women haven't exactly had the choice in this matter until recent history. Choice in which matter? Dude, having been in relationships that lasted multiple years, the definition of love changes over the years. I absolutely loved one of the girls I cheated on. I think I disagree. I think I disagree with your definition of love. However you define it, I think I would disagree. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, okay, hold on. You didn't. I don't believe you can love them. Like, so hold on. Let me change this, because I love my brother. Okay, like a friend, if we're gonna use it that way, and I could love my ex as a friend, if we're going to do it that way. So you could love your former partner as a friend, if that's what you mean. But when I'm talking about love, I'm talking about like a romantic, intimate love in a monogamous relationship. Like, not like, well, I love her, like I care for her feelings and her well-being or whatever, but yeah. I don't think you can really care about somebody's feelings and cheat on them. I don't think you can. Nah, I don't think you can. You aren't in love with someone if you cheat on them. It's just, it's such a significant hurt, you know, that you're putting somebody through. I don't think, in the hopes that they don't find out. I don't believe you can do it and love them. I don't think you can. But this is my definition of love. If somebody's like, oh, I loved my girlfriend, but I cheated on her. No, I don't think you did. Unless we're using the friend definition of love. Like, again, I love some of my friends and I can fuck women all the time. Am I cheating on my friends? No, I'm not in a relationship with my friends. I don't consider there to be a commitment there. Neither do you. That's why you cheated. But if you did consider there to be a commitment, if they were going to get significantly impacted, let's say one of my best friends was going to get significant. Good example of this, actually, for me personally, was I consider my friends' exes to be off limits. Personally, for me, because some of my friends I know would have a severe emotional response to me having sex with one of their exes. So they're off limits to me, completely off limits. No chance and shot it's ever going to happen. In the event that it were to happen, I don't think I could say that I have love for my friends, because I knew that there was a good chance they were going to have a very emotional reaction to me doing that. So I don't do it. And yeah. Can you lose your friends and not tell them you saw their SO cheat on them? Can you love your friends and not tell them you saw their SO? Can you love your friends? You saw their SO cheat on them. Okay, so you see one of your boy's girlfriends cheat on your boy. Do I have to tell them? That's what you're asking? Honestly, it genuinely depends. I think the only thing that depends on is whether or not you have significant information to lead to the conclusion of whether or not there's going to be physical abuse. Because I think that's the only problem with that. I think cheaters should be exposed. I think they should be exposed in all circumstances. The only problem is it gets a bit sticky when it comes to how the person will react. Like, if I tell my boy, is he gonna fucking beat the shit out of this chick? Right? Do I know whether or not that's gonna happen? Do I have reason to believe it's not gonna happen? You usually don't know if it's gonna happen. It's not really something that you talk to your friends about. So it's probably, so there is that. That's sticky. So I don't really know, because that gets pretty hairy. Do you think relationships can recover from cheating? Absolutely, they can. I don't think you can love them if you don't tell them, to be honest. I know 100% where you're at, Tommy. And I'm agreeing with 90% of where you're at. It's just, so let's imagine, Tommy, you had reason to believe one of your friends would beat the shit out of their partner if they found out they were cheating on him. And they were cheating on him. What do? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's, you gotta say nothing, right? Because it's really not that deep that it would warrant such a reaction, but you have reason to believe that's going to be the reaction. Yeah.
I think there's, to be clear, I think there's a difference.
Some women are willing to do anything to keep you monogamous to them, like just faithful to them.
I just think
they'll suck you dry every single day to keep you.
I think you should clarify for your question.
Yeah.
When you say, because when you say your man wants to f another woman, that can mean two very different things. Does he like fantasize about like f***ing other people sometimes? Because I'm sure even most women will fantasize about like a celeb or whatever.
Absolutely.
Or do they want to, like, would they, given the opportunity to step out and do it and not get caught when they do it?
They would.
Yeah, sure, but I'm just saying.
If you think that they would beat their partner, why would they be one of your boys? I don't know. They're I'm friends with straight up racists and bigots, like terrible people. Some of them might be watching right now. I've said it to their face. I'm friends with like terrible people, like horrible people. And they're fun to play video games with. That's literally it.
Those wants are two different things. So like when you say, would you want to be with a man who wants to f other women? Well, if you're saying like it's natural that every guy like has a fantasy or desire to, that's different than it's natural that every man will cheat.
Does it?
Yeah, but under the context of the conversation, how we pretexted him talking to those other girls and potentially having sex, I mean, I would assume she would infer
Sure,
that.
Potentially, yeah, but I'm saying like a woman saying that like I want a man that doesn't want any other woman, she's either retarded or that sentence makes perfect sense. It depends, right? Because if you're with a man who you don't ever want him to have desire for the woman,
when I said that, you understood that I meant he wants to be with other girls. He wants to other girls. You understood that, right?
Like will other girls given the opportunity.
Other girls given the opportunity, right? I mean, that's why she answered the way she did. Like, no. So I think she understands it. But yeah, what? You know
No,
something?
we got you. Really, like, absolutely, we got you.
This generation just crazy. That's not
Crazy, man.
All I'm saying is that you want a guy to be monogamous to you, and I'm simply saying that's not realistic in most situations.
You're absolutely right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
Wait,
right.
it's not realistic in most situations for a guy to be monogamous to her? I disagree with that.
So why
And I
not?
agree.
You're right. Why not adapt to reality and accept
You're
it?
right. It's possible.
Yeah, you're right. Cool. What about you? Would you be okay with your guy having?
What's the line where you choose to not be friends with someone? Bro, I could be friends with fucking Nick Fuentes, man. It depends on what the fuck we're doing. Like, and what level of friendship we're going for there. I'm not gonna trust him with my fucking keys to my house or anything. But if the homie is playing some goddamn Tarkov and, you know, he needs somebody to play with and he's, you know, a good shot, good at communication, then maybe we can make some magic happen. I don't really care. Oh, what the hell is happening to my shit?
Is female friend still around that he had sex with in the past?
Never in a million years.
Please talk into the microphone.
Never in a million years. Never.
So the only reason I ask is because I think that sometimes when we ask questions, especially poll questions, I think that sometimes the answers can be a little bit one-dimensional. Or there's like,
oh, audio out of sync.
There's another question asked. So like earlier we
Would
talked.
you play Tarkov with Lav? Hell no.
It's about how many partners does a person have and are they likely to divorce? And it's like 0 and 1 are the.
I would draw the line at pedophiles and murderers. Why would you draw the line at pedophiles? They're not gonna fuck you.
Best number of partners to have.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it could be that they're religious. They found the one.
Yeah, there's other variables.
And then same thing with this. So like, does a girl care about a guy with like a 50 or 100 body count? Like, typically, if you ask a girl, they're not going to say they care. But realistically, if you're known in a community as a boy, or if you've got a lot of girls you're talking to, and your girlfriend finds out, because you're not going to tell her that you those girls, because no guy will say that. But if she finds out that you were one of those girls, like there a lot of problems tend to crop up to where the high body count guys do run into issues. You're just not going to show up on like a polling question.
Okay, but that man, okay, that's a good point. But that man is inherently attractive to women.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah,
by virtue of.
I mean, there's a reason why he's fucking a lot of girls.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but and I always find it funny. Like a guy that can fuck a lot of girls will sit here and lie and be like, I don't want a guy that has sex with a lot of girls, or I don't want a guy to be a whore, as they would say. But the reality is, those guys are the most attractive, and those are the guys that women find irresistible. Because if you're charming to one girl, well, women aren't really that special. You could be charming to a large majority of them as well.
Sure, it's like you're constantly playing these calculation games in your head, trying to figure out who you want. So, like for a woman, like the perfect guy would be. Right, a guy that's super attractive, but is like blind, doesn't see any other woman. Right, that would be like the perfect guy. Who,
and
like,
that's where the delusion comes in. Like I don't want to use her as an example, but she said, "Oh yeah, I know most guys are not going to be monogamous, but I expect monogamy."
Well, sure, but also most attractive women aren't going to be a virgin till 24, right?
Good.
You're right.
So,
No,
I mean, like,
no, of course. A guy's got to be fairly, aware of that too. With that most girls are not. I would argue, right, that most girls, if you take an average 21-year-old female and an average 21-year-old male, the average 21-year-old female is going to be far more sexually experienced than the average 21-year-old male.
Probably.
In today's day and age, women just get more practice by virtue of being a woman, of dealing with opposite gender, which makes them a lot better at dealing with men than men are dealing with women.
In this, I'm not even gonna let y'all like in this day and age. It's been found. It's a known fact. Like men fuck more than women.
No.
Most people here.
No, absolutely not. What?
Now,
not true at all.
Okay, but let's talk about my age group, the 21, 22-year-old.
Maybe the guys that you're talking to, but
Yo, what's up, Darius?
The average guy.
No. That's
You
not the
wanna hear
guys
real
that I
stats?
was talking to. What he brought up specifically was a 21-year-old male and a 21-year-old female. No, in this day and age,
Do you
I
wanna hear an actual
disagree.
stat?
In this day and age, I disagree, and I feel as though that a 21-year-old male definitely has more experience than a 21-year-old female.
That's not true at all.
Okay, well, that's what I
One in
believe.
3 men haven't had sex in the past year or are virgins in the West. 1 in 3 men. There's more virgins.
You
less
said in
guys
the
having
West?
sex. Yeah.
You said in the West.
Yes.
We're in the East Coast.
This is the West.
Oh my god! Woo! God damn, bruh. That is some room temp IQ in Celsius, my boys. Holy shit.
You already did. You got the country thing wrong.
The
Like,
country
don't try to
wrong
do the
is
geography.
fine.
You
No,
thought
no,
Dubai
no.
was a country. This is
That's fine.
The
I
West
can-
is the Western world.
Okay, so Western European psychology, like
He means
everything, all
developed
that.
first world countries.
That's what I asked him. That's what I'm trying to ask him.
I get what you're saying. Your point of view, the guys that you know do that, but the whole landscape of men around the world, especially the West, definitely don't get laid. And as well, your local CVS and Mass, your local.
Wait, did you say the vast majority of men don't get laid?
Exactly right.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Bro, the top earners are getting laid. The average guy is already getting laid like that.
Laid like that? True, but the majority of men are getting laid.
And if
Didn't Seago just say it's high now, but it's still 30% haven't had.
Well, it's 30% are virgin or sexless. When he said like that, you got to take into account. This is why I say there's evidence to show a 60-40, not necessarily the 70-30. The 60-40 being, while the 30% aren't having anything, no play at all. There's evidence to show that the 40% of men are like have very little, like literally one in the past. Several years, they have one, right? But so 60-40 as the farthest you can realistically go with the idea that like this is the amount of men that are having sex and not having sex. It's like a 60-40. And this is also not assuming for social problems with like men are going to more often lie about how many sexual partners they have.
Sex 1 in 3.
True, Tommy.
So the majority of men, 66.6%.
Yeah, maybe once or twice a year, but it's way less than the hypergamy.
Compared to women, though, is way less.
So you guys are just sitting up here having
Okay,
sex
real
once
quick,
or twice
because
a
I'm
year?
pulling up stats on this because here. So the average American loses his or her virginity at 17. Virgins make up 12.3% of females and 14.3% of males. So it's a little bit higher on the male side, but not that much. It's 2 points higher.
Yeah, for virgins, right?
For ages 20 to 24, which is the age group she's talking about.
Thanks. Not
Yeah,
that high,
well-
but a little bit higher.
Well, that's for virgins. The stat that the brother Sneeko was referring to was individuals that haven't had sex in a year.
I mean, you also keep in mind that women, almost always underreport their sexuality, right? For obvious reasons, right? There's stigma, and men overreport theirs. So
Okay, but you said 21. Basically, and let's really be honest about it.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
When you get to
What's
21,
your disagreement?
you're basically just becoming out of a teenager. In American society, now you're technically considered an adult at 21,
But there's a
right?
big difference, though. A woman is at her peak at 21. A man is still fairly low value at 21.
And as well, who puts in all the work? Girls just show up and they get laid. We gotta actually have some game, be at least tall, somewhat successful if we can be at 21. It's not easy.
And maybe. Well, you guys are triggering the out of me. You say girl has to put in. When you say girls have to put in no work, well, because you keep conflating the sex. When you say girls have to put in no work and they get laid,
triggered.
That is true for an average guy. It's not going to be true for the top 10%, top 5%, top 1% dude. Top 1% guy is not busted girls. He doesn't have to.
Bro, oh my god, dude, he will fuck anything on a slow Tuesday.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to, but he might.
You'll anything.
I don't know what I don't know in your world.
Is that how you feel?
How many? Okay, hold on. I'm curious. For a guy that's
about
like
me.
decently clouded up on YouTube, how many unique women do you think you could f a year?
A lot.
If you had to guess, if you had to put a number to it.
Could or would like
could theoretically.
It's a very nuanced question.
Well, because mine now, I'll tell you mine. I think that an average clouded dude on YouTube, an average clouded dude, if he was trying, could easily f over 50 women a year. One new woman a week, easily.
I think significantly over that. It's clouded. If you want to talk about the fresh and fit people, I think they could probably fuck 200. Genuinely. If it's any woman, any woman that wanted to have sex with them, they would fly them out and do it. I think they could fuck like 200. Like a woman that's in his DMs, here's a plane ticket, here's a plane ticket, here's a plane ticket, here's a plane ticket, and you spend like $300,000 on plane tickets, I think you could probably get away with that many. But like, if we're talking about pragmatically, then yeah, sure, like 50.
You have a very high expectation of men.
You really don't think so? Okay.
No, man.
No, I see a lot of guys that come on the show as guests and stuff like that. They're like,
Wait, what? They don't agree with that? I think the number is higher if they're willing to put, like, bro, if, like, what do you mean average clouded? If they mean, like, people on, like, fresh and fit shit, yeah. Absolutely. 2 a week, no problem. Yeah, like what the fuck? Like if you are as popular as these dudes on these podcasts where probably millions of people know who the fuck you are and that you can like flash your fucking YouTube credentials or whatever, you could definitely pull that kind of shit, right? It literally depends on what the average is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he used Fresh as an example.
I'm like, awkward. They're not but kind of awkward. They don't really know how to talk to girls. It's kind of
average clouded equals 10K YouTuber. Well, we have to establish if they mean that, then yeah, they're running with as much as me, which is negative numbers. They're only disagreeing because it counters their point. They disagree just to disagree.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, if it's an awkward dude, but if it's a guy that's like decently raised, I don't mean he's like the most fucking manosphere.
Are not rizzed up.
Making documentary videos, editing all day.
They're behind a computer screen doing content, but they don't know
gaming.
Talk to people like
those Fortnite streamers don't know how to talk to women.
Okay, so square this for me. Now you're telling me that these high value men can't f a lot of women. How does that make sense earlier with you saying
you're
that
calling a gamer?
Destiny said 500K subs. Easy, they're pulling 50 a year.
No, I'm saying a clouded up dude on YouTube or something.
Give me an example. Who?
Is anybody on YouTube with over 500,000 subs? He's not like
okay, so here is what he said.
Fortnite.
Okay, let's use a person that came on here. Steve would do it.
It's not that.
Do you think
you're kind of looking at it from like a black and white standpoint? You got to remember that there
500K subs. You are easily getting 50 people. You could probably get 50 women to sleep with you for a TikTok plug. Unironically, if you do proper branding, you can get like 50 TikTok women to sleep with you, so you can plug their content and they can be in one of your videos. Unironically, I think you will do fine.
There's high status guys that struggle with women, and there's guys that are lower status that still fuck a bunch of girls. Yeah. Like the thing is that here's the thing.
Hold on, I agree with what you just said. Yeah, but that's totally at odds earlier with your whole spiel earlier about hypergamous guys, top 20%, bottom 80% constantly. But now you're telling me, well, top guys can struggle, bottom guys could pull, which I agree with. But now that's like the blue pill fucking shit, where that's like we get out of the red pill and we go to like the PUA guys. Like, if you got game, any guy can get any girl, which I tend to agree with more.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing that you're missing.
Sure.
The guys at the lower level have something exceptional. Whether they're extremely attractive or they're charismatic, but they have something at the lower level.
Or tall.
The guys at the top level, they might have the status, but they're fucking awkward. You know what I mean? So a guy that has some game that's good looking can still go ahead and kill it, even though his socioeconomic status sucks. So he'll get a girl, he'll get laid here and there, but retention is going to be a problem. Because at some point, a girl's going to be like, oh, okay, I can't take anything serious with you because you're a fucking bum. So that's why I tell guys, you got to have everything. So it goes both ways. There are bums that can get girls, and there's guys that have money that can get girls, and it goes the other way around, where there's bums that can get girls, and then there's bums, guys that have status that can't get girls. So it depends on the guy.
I think a decently clouded guy, and it could be the case here, isn't it? I think a decently clouded guy on YouTube that he doesn't have to be like the most raised out guy ever, but he's not autistic, that this guy would like desperately any possible woman that talked to him. He wouldn't be able to say no to anyone.
I'm saying if he's at a party with friends, his girl's there. Oh, she's kind of cute. All right, I'll do it.
Kind of cute is different.
Yeah, I was gonna say his also. I want it noted that these guys are doing something that they agreed women do, but I guess they're saying men are an exception. This clouded up, Riz Lord is going to have a different definition of cute than probably the average dude because of the kind of women that he's probably been able to fuck with. Right? So something they agreed with earlier is that these women who are fucking like Giga Chad guys constantly because they can, because of, social media and because of online dating, who only fuck with Giga Chad dudes are probably going to have a higher expectation for you coming in after those Giga Chad guys, right? And, I think that's pretty reasonable, that there's a lot of people that go like, oh yeah, you know what? I am able to attract really high status dudes to be able to fly me out and have sex with me or whatever. And so like, you're like very average baseline. You're kind of less attractive to me now that I realize essentially what I can get. I think the same applies to men. I think the same applied to people. I think some dude who's fucking 8s regularly is not going to look at a 6 the same way that some average dude is going to look at a 6. It's not going to be like, oh, that's kind of cute. She's going to be like, I don't know. She's not really worth my time. And you're going to look elsewhere.
Then busted girl that puts in no effort. Because like a kind of cute girl that's putting in minimal effort is still spending spend 30 minutes on her hair, 30 minutes on makeup, is doing all sorts of shit. Well, she even shows up at the party, right?
A man's natural inclination to want to like just bust a nut. Like that's
yeah, but
every
the
guy,
natural
bro.
inclination changes based on what's available to you. I think it changes.
It can.
Yeah.
But let's say nothing's available right now.
But if nothing's available right now, how are you right now?
Yeah, like, dude, like for example.
But if you've got like all these girls that are like on call, you can fly anybody out in the world. You can do whatever you can go talk to anybody in your city. But if you saw a busted up girl at a party and she's like, I want to you'd be like, I have to. Like a decently clouded out guy.
See, you're saying, for example, he can't ever do it. I'm just saying he can if he wants to.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
How would you know?
Because why would you?
Bro,
you could call a better girl and go her.
Okay, here's the thing, Destiny. You're making. You see, girls play games, dude. There's a girl that you'll hook up one time, right, and then she'll play games. Then you got to move on to the next girl, whatever. Like girls are very fickle and flaky. Like she'll you now, and then her boyfriend hits her back. Her ex-boyfriend hits her back up, and then she starts talking to him, and she's out the roster. Like girls drop off all the time.
I agree, kind of, but I think that's because guys play a lot of games too. Because guys will run into girls that are playing games, but it's because they're playing games to get in their DMs. Oh yeah, we can chat. Like it was so much fun hanging out with you. Like I really enjoyed it. Like let's hook up again tonight. And then you hook up, you bust, and you're like, I got shit I got to do in the morning. Like, can you take off or whatever? And then yeah, of course, like girls start to play games because guys are playing the same game. I think if you're upfront with a girl and you're like, yo, you want to fuck? That's all I'm into. That's all I'm looking for, whatever. And she's either like, yeah, sure, or no. And then you can figure out.
That's
like. They don't all say that is absolutely not.
That doesn't work.
I literally.
Wait, and you're clouded up on YouTube?
I was gonna say, you want to fuck does not really work. No, I feel like a lot of times you're gonna end up being weird, but he's prefacing for clouded up.
Doesn't work, man. Girls want your time. They don't want easy sex. We want easy sex. They want our time.
I feel like
don't give out bad advice to men and tell them to say want to fuck.
It's not advice to normal men. It's advice.
Okay, he's clarifying. All right, then we're cool. I was gonna say a normal guy cannot do this to a normal. No shot. Steven is like at that point. He's talking about a clouded up guy. That's what he's talking about.
It's to clouded guys, which is what you guys talk about 90% of the time.
Wanna fuck doesn't work. You up is goated. Yeah, for a normal guy, a you up thing isn't gonna work on the first time. That's not gonna work. It's usually over a prolonged, like, continuous thing. Like you're not gonna get some chick's number and just be like, hey, wanna fuck?
I've never worked. I've never said wanna fuck and then some.
Do you want to bet right now that you couldn't go into your Instagram DMs? I know you could find at least 5 girls. Yeah, and a girl's hitting you up and you're like, hey, do you want to have a hookup? There are girls on this panel that you could tonight with little to no effort and say it's a casual one-time thing.
Destiny,
easy.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's a numbers game. Like
them saying yes is one thing, but them actually showing up, not saying, I don't know how I feel about this. Can we go on a date? Like they're gonna change their mind.
Because it's the guys trying not to f it up. Don't do anything creepy. Don't do anything weird. As long as you don't f it up, it's usually not that hard to land.
Destiny,
I can tell you have no experience with it.
I can hold on.
He does though. He does.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm not talking. I don't want to make it personal. Stop. I don't want to make it personal, but I can tell you 100%. There are like 20 girls right now that I could fly out if I wanted to tonight to and never see them again, and they'd be totally cool with it. But that's because I'm super upfront right at the start. When I talk to people, I'm married. I'm never dating you. But like, we can be friends. I'll hang out. I'll chill. We can do it. And I know there are other guys that are super clouded up on YouTube that can do it as well. But when you guys are playing all these weird games, you're like, oh, like you're trying to like maneuver or do Riz or whatever. Just be upfront. Be honest. Be clear. Don't be creepy.
Destiny,
like,
Destiny. Today she's with you. Then she's with me and him. It can vary. We're just saying, okay, a slow night. You're chilling with the boys. She's available. All right. Good to go. We're just saying, look, bro.
First, let me take this.
Yeah, go
I'm going to be very simple about this. In the 1970s, there was a study done where when women were straight up propositioned for sex, it was a 95% failure. Now, let's go ahead and add status and clout to it, okay? That might lower the chances to maybe a 90 or an 85% based on who the guy is. But you got to understand that there's multiple points of failure when you deal with a woman.
For sure.
Hey, you want to? Sure. Next day changes. I don't know how I feel about this. And then she comes over to your place. Do you mind if we go on a date? I don't know. Like girls change their mind based off how they feel. They don't want to feel like whores. So if you say, want to fuck, she might say yes up front. Then when it's time to actually do it, she changes her mind, etc. So what I'm saying is that there's multiple points of failure when you deal with a girl. Girls flake a lot. Girls feel this way. They feel that way. Guy hits them up. Boyfriend hits them up. They're on their period. There's so many different variables that can come in them. up for you. Now I get what you're saying. Yo, just proposition them, be honest with them. That doesn't work for most guys.
Sure. I'll say the last thing I'll say, and then you can do whatever, because
Sure,
I don't want to go back and forth. But
No,
like,
no,
I agree with you that women will play games, but more often than not, just from the DMs that I've seen, from the people, women and men that I talk to, it's usually because the guys are playing games too. If you're up front, you might get shot down immediately.
I don't know. I don't really like the frame. I feel like it's a completely mutual situation. I feel like a lot of guys play games because a lot of girls play games. Right. I cannot tell you how cringe it is being a guy who stands up against the meme of like what is it, texting. Like, I don't do that thing where I act like I'm more busy than I am. If I have free time, I'm gonna text you. But that is a L nerd strategy. You should, especially as a guy, make it look like you're always busy and have super scarce time and you do whatever, and that you're like, I have no time to text these women or whatever. When in reality, you're sitting there fucking jerking off all day. You have nothing better to do. You could definitely text them back. Like, playing games is a mutual thing, and it is absolutely fucked up some of the opportunities that I've had because I text too quickly or something and I look desperate. It's like, for fuck's sake, man, that's cringe. It is what it is, though.
Immediately. But like, if you're up front and she's up front, like, usually things go okay. But if you're playing games, you're sitting like, good morning, hearts, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to come over tonight? And you're only looking to bust? Of course shit is going to get
Let's, okay, you know what? Let's have fun with this. Okay. Why do men play games? Because women start the game.
I think it depends. I think a lot of people play games for a lot of different reasons.
Let's look at this logically. Men want sex. If I go to a girl and grossly proposition her, let's fuck, and I have a 90% failure rate, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to adapt. Women want to play a game. They want to feel something. Okay, I can't just tell them, let's have sex. So now I have to play the game that women want. Yeah. I have to make them feel special. The reason why men play games is because women start the game first.
It depends on who you say starts the game first, though. If a woman is out looking, she's probably not looking for sex because women can find sex. They don't have to go out looking, right? Exactly. But so does the game start with the woman who is just looking for a relationship, or is it with the guy who's finding women that are looking for relationships?
I mean, the natural counter to this argument, I think in the example given, Myron is talking about one where women are playing the game and they are the ones to start it. There are multiple different times where, I mean, there's tons of instances of men just like, if they men and women just wanting sex, but if the guy says, I want to have sex with you, do you want to have sex with me? It's a no, because you can't be that direct. It needs to be a separate kind of whole different thing, and needs to be a kind of game. However, that game does more often than not keep women safe and stuff, and it avoids stigma and shit like that. There is reasons women do it. It's not like they just do it because they're emotional or whatever, which I'm sure Fresh and Fit would say that's the reason why they're doing it. Even though they did bring up stigma, and I did note that. Yeah, that does happen. Also, men do it, but I think in this specific instance, the woman is uniquely doing it. There's multiple instances of women and men being like, yeah, I just want to fuck this guy, but the guy cannot go, hey, do you want to come over and fuck? The guy can't do it. He can't do it, otherwise it all falls apart. Yeah.
Trying to just give him dick.
But Destiny,
who started the game?
How did he learn the game?
I don't know. What the fuck?
From experience of women playing the game first.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying that if you're a guy and you're trying to fuck women that are only looking for relationships, who's starting the game there?
Well, again, here's the issue: is we're assuming that it's only women that want relationships. I think there are moments, and maybe I'm wrong, but I genuinely believe this. I think there are moments where both the man and the woman only want to fuck, and even directly asking the woman, "Hey, do you want to come over and fuck?" is not something that has a lower success rate than saying like, hey, do you want to come over and hang out and chill? I think that's the way that, and that's the game.
Like,
I mean, Destiny, you also got to look at human nature. Human beings are creatures of the path of least resistance. If guys can get away with grossly propositioning girls for sex up front, they wouldn't play the game.
I'm not saying the normal guy did it. To be clear, to reiterate, we were talking about top 1% high value men, because the original
he was bringing it back.
The original claim was that a high-value guy will fuck a girl that puts in zero effort. Well, it was that would date a girl initially, then as not date, fuck, but even for fuck.
Wait, date was the original thing?
A busted top 20% girl is not going to go and fuck a whole bunch of high-value men. It's just not going to happen because those guys have options, or at least from what I've seen. But I don't know, maybe it's different worlds. I guess.
It's different worlds.
It might be different worlds.
I'm just saying, men have to play games because women start the games first. Trust me, human beings are creatures of least resistance.
All right, I'm gonna give you a counterexample for where men start the game first, as it was. Body count, right? So the reason why women aren't honest about their body count is because men will react a specific way if they're honest about it. But in reality, they can't tell the fucking difference. So women are reacting to a game that men are playing, where they're like, oh, this woman, she low value? I bet you she is. I bet you she has a high body count. She's like, oh, I have a body count of 3 or whatever. And it's like, oh, okay. And then she's trying to get away. She's trying to say that or whatever. It's just a response to that. There's no good reason why women can't be honest with their body count outside of the reaction, unreasonable reaction that men are going to have as a result of that. By and large, I've discussed it, there are reasons to care about a woman's body count as there is reasons to care about a man's body count. There are reasons to care about body count. Right. But yeah. Sure.
Since if we could get sex just by saying let's have sex, they would. Now going back to the higher status thing, yes, it will drop it off. Maybe not a 95% failure rate, maybe a 90% failure rate, maybe even an 80% failure rate if the guy's attracted to that girl and she knows him and watches content. But regardless, the girl's still gonna want something in return. Women rarely exchange sex without some type of compensation, whether it's time, resources, feeling special, and experience, etc.
Okay, so then just a question, yes or no, and I'm done with
and
this.
then she had something, right? You had something?
Sure.
Okay.
So for you three, all of you guys think that you could not a girl, no strings attached, be upfront with it, and your DMs right now. You know that you can find one of your DMs to fuck.
That's not how it works for me, no. And not the girls that I really want to no.
Well, no, careful. We just said busted. So this is any girl that's in your DMs. But
what's your point about busted?
Well, because he was saying that busted women could top 1% or whatever.
You asked me a personal. I don't want to girls.
Okay, but look. So he's doing the thing. He wouldn't just any girl, right? Earlier we said men will take pathological men will any girl they can fuck, but now he's saying you would.
Girl, an astrology onion breath girl, she's still hot.
But you wouldn't rando in your DMs?
If she's ugly, no.
Okay, so he wouldn't anything of it. So he's a way exception. He's the emotional man. He's the emotional man. I like that about you. Okay, you two.
What is emotional about that?
You two guys, you want romance and love and pets and
I said
Netflix.
I wanted an attractive
That's
girl.
Cute. I like that. Okay, you two. You guys don't think you could find a girl to no strings attached to your DMs? If you were to be upfront, like, hey, do you want to like meet tonight and just like hook up?
I mean, possibly, but I wouldn't do it that way.
Well, I thought you guys just said you anything. The top 1% guys are fucking their moves.
I think this is going to be a difficult question for them because they see it in the form of probabilities, and if they aren't forthright with their intentions, then they're going to have a lower success rate of getting a woman out there to fuck them. So they aren't forthright with their intentions. So I would imagine they just straight up haven't tried it because they view it as not something that is something that lowers the success rate, which is probably true. It probably does lower their success rate, but I agree it's more healthy for men and women if they know what the stakes are up front.
Now who's the waffle? No fucking house. What the fuck?
I am saying the average guy that's
We're
successful.
not talking about average guys. I asked you two specifically.
Nigga, why you put this on me, man?
No, that's what he asked.
Asking both of you.
It's a personal question. Now you gotta answer.
You put the girls on the hotspot all the time. But you guys fuck somebody no strings attached.
I could do that, but why do that?
Because you guys said the guys will.
I'm trying to fuck
You
this
said
one
that
time.
you could.
Yeah, and you said you would. You said guys would anything in front of them.
They do.
Do you?
A lot of my friends, on some level, are successful, have money and status, and they
Do
decide, you know
you?
what, bro, she's here, bro. I'm just go do my shit in the room.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
do you?
Like, here's how you're messing it up because you're acting like, oh, if you DM and you go seek it out, it's not like you want to put in the effort. Sometimes it's just available and then you do it.
Yeah.
Or like, say she's in the kitchen or something and then you decide to whip it. But like the effort or calling her an Uber, some random girl that said let's something unattractive about that. The scenario that you're presenting is just kind of But overall, men still would anything, but it depends on the circumstance.
This is what I joke about on stream, okay? If you want to get black pilled, okay, you watch some YouTube shit and it'll black pill you. If you want to get really black pilled, you talk to attractive women and you see how they live their lives, because that will the attention they get, the world they live in can be you're living a totally different existence. But the ultimate level of black pill, in my opinion, is seeing really attractive men that are in denial about how much they could pull with very little effort. Because all three of you I know could slay like crazy with minimal riz between the way you guys look, between the clout you have, between the money you've got, the status you've got.
We still have
you
to
guys
put in
act
work,
like
though,
you
to a degree, Destiny.
not even. You're done putting in the work.
That's not true
If you
at
want to
all.
just, you're done. You put in the work. You're clouded up. You got money. You got status. You're in South Beach. In Brickell. Like you put in the work.
It is easier, but yes, I get that part. But like, bro, you can't just like be. Okay, you can. That's it. But like, to be honest with you, bro, you're liable for like screenshots being posted everywhere. Oh, look what he's saying to girls, bro.
What? Then you want to?
I have no comment about this. I don't know what it's like to be clouded up. I don't know what it's like to live this life. I genuinely don't know. I could say as somebody, like when he's talking about attractiveness, though, I've considered myself to have gotten, especially with my attire, to be considerably more attractive. And because I have negative riz, it is still difficult to get really any kind of relationship if I was trying for one. Yeah. I don't think women view me as an option, sex or dating wise. So, yeah, attractiveness is not enough to salvage my catastrophe.
Yeah, you think somebody's gonna post a screenshot and say, "Oh, look at this creepy guy. He said he wants to f my pussy." That's some
every single day.
Negative riz kills everything.
The social media world. Oh, he did this and that. Look at the screenshot, dude. You can play many different ways. I'm just saying, bro. Like to do these things the right way to protect yourself as a man as well. You gotta move a certain way. You can't be doing risky shit like that all the time. And if you do, someone's gonna say, you know what? I want clout too as well. I'm gonna post that shit.
You had something, right? I want to make sure the girls get their things in. Go ahead.
We totally veered off this topic.
Sorry,
this is going off of like when you guys were saying that women, they play the games first.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to wrap my head around is, if women play games first, don't you think that's because, let's say hypothetically, they were straight up and said, I want to fuck. There's a certain, view that you guys portray on us. We don't want to look as whores. So then it's like, it's kind of a lose-lose for us. So if we play games, we're losing. If we're straight up, we're losing. So where do we even go with that?
Well, I mean,
I agree. It's a reciprocal thing. It is literally a reciprocal thing. I would agree with this, generally speaking.
It's up to the girl, but the thing is with women is that the reason why they play the game is, yes, there's social consequences. If a girl goes up to a guy and says, I want to just fuck, well, that guy might not respect her or take her seriously. And then on top of that, why would a girl go ahead and say, oh, let's just, when in reality, she can get a date out of him, she get a resource out of him, she get attention out of him, she can take time from him. Like, girls rarely treat, like, I look at sex as like a handshake. If we look at it strictly, right? It's just a handshake. But women don't treat it like a handshake. They treat it as a value. That's equal value exchange. Women treat it like a value loaded exchange. I need something in return. I need some attention. I need some time. I need to feel special for her to have sex. So why would a...
To be perfectly fair, though, that's his fault. I agree with him. I view sex as a handshake. I view it as a mutually beneficial action. That's not how it is in reality, though. The fact of the matter is, as my body count goes up, or I have more sexual experiences, my value goes up, and women's value, as far as like general society is concerned, goes down. So it really isn't a handshake. If I have sex with a woman, I'm getting more out of that interaction than she is. So why shouldn't she try and balance the scales there and get something in return for her promiscuity? Because apparently the millions of men won't take her seriously. I think there is legitimately a lot of dudes that do not like promiscuous women still. I think there is still a very big stigma about that. And so, there is those issues. So it's not an equal value exchange. Just materially, it's not an equal value exchange.
Girl, go ahead.
But sorry, what I was going to compound off of that is if there was more people who didn't care about women's body count and we were cool with women fucking as many men as they want, it would be an equal value exchange. And then any woman that's like, well, you know what? Actually, if I'm going to fuck you, I do want this, that, and this. Well, you're just being fucking entitled and greedy because you aren't losing anything. There's nothing to equal. This is a handshake. But right now it's not a handshake. At least as it stands.
Trade sex for equally when she can actually get way more out of it. And what most girls do is they leverage sex for compliance or time or attention to some degree, is what most women do, aka play the game.
So then we should play the game.
I'm not saying women shouldn't or should not, but what I am saying is that most girls play the game by virtue of this more beneficial to play the game than to be straight up.
Okay.
And men, in return, must play the game, because when a man, and this is statistically, this has been proven, when a man sees an attractive woman, the part of his brain that actually starts to activate is the part of the brain that tries to figure out how to fix things. So he sees a hot girl. Okay, how do I get laid? And he starts going into deductive problem solving. And that's where he's like, okay, let me flex status. Let me flex my teeth, maybe. Let me flex my charm, whatever it may be. Because he knows getting sex out of a girl most of the time is going to require work to some degree. So the girl's job is, oh, you want sex from me? You'll never get this. Turns into fucking Borat. And she's like, I'm going to go ahead and make you work for it to some degree. Now, the more attractive the guy, maybe the less she's going to make him work. But he still has to do something. Very rarely is going to say, okay, just fuck me. That happens sometimes, but far and few between.
Can I ask a simple question again? I won't
sure.
go back and forth. So
Yeah.
just curious, if men didn't enforce the social consequences of women sleeping around as much, would women play less games? If they weren't worried about being
yeah, so he did bring it up.
called a slut or a whore for sleeping around a lot, could you be more upfront with women?
Maybe.
That's a good question. So you're saying
Yeah,
if
the
men
answer would
didn't
be
shame
yes.
women for being hoes, would they be more upfront?
Because I'll be honest, when I was in California, and again, I didn't have socials or anything because I didn't want to meet people like that.
Yeah.
Half the women that I ended up hooking up with had no hookups in their profile. And I don't think it was because they're
Every girl puts
just
that.
playing games or whatever, but it's because they don't want to be seen as a slut.
No,
but that enforcement of like who's a slut, and again, I don't want to say where did the game start. Seems like it comes mostly from men.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. That's a good point.
No,
it is social, but
girls
I would
slut shame
argue.
each other
Yeah,
more than men.
yeah, I think women slut shame each other way
Yeah,
more
but
than
is
men
it
do.
As soon as they
Is
get
it
in an
a-
argument, the first thing they call each other is a whore, a slut. You have 30 body. Oh yeah, what about that?
Yeah,
dude
but
you fuck-
because they know men care about it.
no, because they know inherently that that's where their value stems.
No, I wouldn't agree with Destiny that they know men care about it. I think men and women reinforce this internally. I don't think it's because they know men care about it. I don't think the buck stops at men. I think the buck stops at people and how we perceive women. As a society, we perceive women this way. It's not because of men. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think the reason why we perceive like short men as less dominant and masculine is because of women height shaming men. I don't think there is a mutual disrespect there for amongst unfortunately a lot of men and women. I don't think the reason why we view men with negative riz as less of a man, or men with low let's just do the opposite. I don't think the reason why we view men with low body counts as less of a man is because women find that less attractive or desirable. If a man is unexperienced and can't get any women and has no broader social approval, I don't think that. I think it is a mutual, like, society-wide thing that's propped up by, like, men and women alike.
But so you're acting in this hypothetical world that's never going to exist. This blue pill world where we don't give a about body count at all. There's no point because this is biology. Your body count matters if you're a woman. So that's a hypothetical.
But this is biology. Get out of here.
That makes no
Men
sense.
used to be the predominant contributors to slut shaming women, but I think in today's day and age, you can't get away with it. If you slut shame girls all the time, it's just a matter of time until you get canceled, fired, or whatever. Like a regular guy can't run around slut shaming girls like 50 years past.
No, but I don't want to use slut shaming because it's a whole other thing. But I'm saying men in general will keep body counts in mind. If they didn't care, don't you think women would care less?
Yes,
they would. Yes, they would. Yes, they would.
Be all
Yes,
up
they
front
would.
because
That's a
like
good
the
point.
woman
Yes,
wants
they
to be
would.
a little bit of visual because she doesn't want to seem like a
doesn't seem the
whore,
same
even if
way.
she does
Yeah.
just want to fuck.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
agree.
It's like,
I
yeah.
agree. They're going to play the game to preserve their value to a degree as well. But also, you got to look on the upside for her. She gets way more out of it by playing the game.
Depending.
By not,
I mean, unless she just wants to fuck. But maybe you guys don't believe that's a thing. So.
no, it is. It definitely. But it's far
much
few
more
between.
rare compared to men.
Yeah.
Women want our time. We want sex without any time.
I actually don't think I agree with this. Maybe I'm a little bit more black-pilled, and that's why I don't agree with it. I think there's plenty of women that just want to fuck, and that they're okay with that. I think there's plenty of women that want that. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm just too much of an incel though, because a lot of the incels agree with the point that a lot of women want to fuck. They just don't want to fuck any dude that isn't Chad. Yeah.
Have a severe mental illness, are horrible trash people, maybe even me included. So yeah, don't meet your heroes, okay? Any YouTuber, any Twitter.
Damn, this is 15 minutes? I don't know if I can watch this right now.
Twitch person, okay? They're all of them here are horrible people.
Into the jam.
Imagine being the first person off this wheel. How cringeworthy would it be to be the first loser? How cringeworthy would it be?
Anyway, the new champion is CTV!
I don't have the rumble thing.
Congratulations!
Unreal. What are these
Congratulations!
Who are these judges? We need to close this show down until we can figure out what the hell is going on.
Congratulations, the new hippie dippy champion! CTV!
This isn't political.
I'm a racist, right? Do I like pussy that looks like a punch lasagna? No. Do I like black pussy that looks like a punch lasagna? No.
Whatever pipeline that you went down, that's where I want to be. So I want to be sliding down that pipe like Mario. So let me know, okay? Send me down it.
The Chud twins confront their dad. Pictured here, the Chud Logic twins reunited with their father. Wait.
What is it? What is it? It would be one thing if he was saying only people who are molested would be homosexuals. That'd be one thing. That's a total different thing than to say that people who are molested are more likely to engage in intentional homosexual behavior.
But that's not initially what I.
What the hell?
That's not initially what I was saying that he said. He was saying that like homosexuality is a mental illness.
We're not fucking birds. We are birds. We're fucking birds. We're not fucking birds.
Oh, I don't think I can listen to this because might get copyright struck.
So blocks of butter fucked it and shoved it up my ass. Yeah, this is a true story.
That's fucking gay. That is gay. That's gay.
Freaking frog's gay. Do you understand that? Turn the freaking frog's gay. Sick of this crap. Hey, fuck. It's not funny. I'm saying this one time for you. Gay frogs. Won't you fight for your life?
Absolutely right. Do you believe that you have a different relationship with the social and political systems in society based on who you are? You are a white.
Oh no!
I'm assuming middle class Asian American, white presenting, I should say. So you're
white presenting.
Oh my god! I remember this.
What?
A white presenting Asian.
What the heck?
Let me rephrase that.
Can you look at me right now? This is what. No.
I can simplify that for you. I can simplify that for you if that upset you.
And then I put my dick in a box. It's good stuff, people.
Critical race theory began from lawyers and people that were lawyers and almost said Jews.
Jesus
oh my god! I meant to say judges.
Jesus Christ!
Oh fuck! That's so bad.
Jesus Christ!
I can't believe I almost said that. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
No,
I mean, it's kind of true, but also I didn't mean it.
Come on, man!
Oh fuck! Oh.
All right. I'm a loser. I'm an idiot. I'm a scrub. Oh, it's Jews.
Does anyone on this panel think Elon Musk is stupid, so I can disregard their opinions?
I don't think he's as smart as everybody thinks.
You think, buddy?
You
think he's stupid?
Well, I think that I'm probably smarter than him, but then again, I am a dummy.
No, the victims are Jewish people, and you don't care about them because all you're concerned about is white supremacy.
I'm Jewish, you dumb fuck. So shut up. You could.
I don't give a fuck what your demographic is. It has no relevancy.
Of course you don't. All right.
No, you're not an authority just because you're Jewish. I'm also Jewish. I'm also Jewish. Okay, there we go.
There are only two genders, and they're all when you're born. It's whether or not you have a dick. It's whether or not you have a pussy.
That is very good at shedding heat into the surrounding pressure vessel.
Like, IRI thinks he's all fucking hard ass and tough or whatever, fucking going through my VOD when I'm A, considerably smaller than him, B, a trans person on the internet, and he's a fucking cis het white dude.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be real, we're all small streamers on this panel. Like,
True. I mean, I guess relatively to Twitch as
You
a
are
whole.
all small failed streamers in a small failed streamer space.
You know, I've been sort of reflecting, and I'm wondering, chat, do you guys think I'm weird?
The UN fucking assembly on genocide did not happen until December 9th, 1948. What are you talking about?
Yo, that is some devious fucking eyebrows. Yo, look at them. That's some Grinch brows, bro.
What are you talking about?
How, like, what is it? What does that even mean to feel like you are a woman?
One more thing, real quick. Okay, so like, so is everybody okay with Nazis not being on this platform? Just question. Hands up.
No.
Yep.
No.
So
Yeah, no.
so y'all are all okay with Nazis being on this platform?
Yes.
I debate Nazis. Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for you. So all these female brained men, should they transition?
Might as well.
Can we go back to a time when this was about fucking goats, please? What in the fuck are these fucking philosophical fucking nerds talking about? Bill.
Hey, my chat says that you have hairy arms. Stardust has hairy arms. That's what my chat says. Let me read the super chat here. It says, Stardust is stupid because she's of Indian descent. That's what my chat says. Bring on Beardson. Bring on Wurzel. Bring on the other Groypers. Bring them on.
Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah,
I was fully expecting. I'm sorry, I was fully expecting that shit to be ass, but that was actually pretty good. That was really good.
Mr. Geek, I am contemplating being French. What is that? It's a bug. Oh no, it's a bug. There is a bug. I am so scared.
It's your podcast after hours edition. We're joined with a bunch of girls. Destiny and Sneeko. Let's get into it.
Free to guys.
You said 2 hours 52 minutes.
And you get hopeful, but no, you guys kind of set it in stone that there's no hope for that.
Okay. Okay.
What?
That's your takeaway, I guess.
That's all y'all learned? We've been here for 3 hours and that's all y'all learned?
Okay, let's escape. Yo, only women can be stupid and make it through life, bro. Guys can't. If you're a dumb guy, you ain't making it far, bro.
She don't want you.
Yeah.
All right.
No offense, ladies. But
Nothing to that, Destiny. That's not misogynistic.
I think there's a lot of fucking dumb guys out there, but I mean, I don't want to fight you on every single thing.
But
you
they
say.
pay for it.
No, they don't. You can be a dumbass guy and get by in life and do shit. What do you mean?
Like what?
Hold on.
No, you get called retarded.
Hold on. Yeah, who the fuck cares? You can be a dumbass fucking guy. You can
Who's enabling dumb guys to live a great lifestyle?
If you're in the Western world, all you gotta do is wake up, go to work, go home. Don't live in an expensive ass city, and you'll make it. You'll survive.
But they can't really enjoy life like they should. Is what we're saying.
They're half depressed.
They can go through life
pills.
Like
sure, but I
I'll make it
mean,
simple.
women that are really dumb can't enjoy life either. Right?
No, I think
hold on. What is it? Isn't it like fucking 34% of women have taken like a prescription SSRI in the past fucking year? Like, I'm sure you guys have talked on your show that women are more miserable today than they ever have been. And I know you guys probably make that argument about arguing for traditional lifestyles and pulling out of the workforce. So this idea that all women are happy and doing fine and blah, 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 contradicts probably things.
Are you too far ahead? 2 hours 52? I skipped to 2 hours 52, I think. Did I skip
we'll start right here.
Best for last?
Maybe I skipped too far ahead.
This is definitely an experience. I feel like I learned a lot. I don't know, 2 different insights.
countries, right? No offense.
Tagging is misogynistic?
Just say something that's gonna hurt someone's feelings in your chat.
Okay. If one of these women pisses me off, I'll do it. I'll go.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just saying, because you're pretty, so you can get away with.
Don't lie to her.
Nice save.
Don't lie to her, bro. Come on, man.
She's pretty.
That's crazy.
That's all you say.
Nico, I think you're not talking, bro.
What?
Actually, I won't do that thing on camera.
All I'm saying is that girls can get away with being dumb if they're pretty, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, you want to go there?
Oh man.
Go there.
No.
Do it.
We'll move on.
Go there. We're on Rumble
Why are you afraid? What's up?
Yeah, gas.
So you're not scared?
He's not scared. He's fearless. He just told me he's fucking fearless.
He's saving you. You want to not be saved?
What you mean?
Okay,
I
so
feel
you
like
guys
you
share.
should just go for it. Just go for it. Go for it. Come on.
Not fresh is good, man. Nah.
Come on, go for it.
That's my son. I don't want to school on my camera.
You're little bro. Go ahead.
I'm little bro?
Go for it.
You don't want my advice?
Let it rip.
Bro, you
on
have
dates?
advice.
Yo! Let me tell you what happened. Yo, you want to say, bro?
What's he saying?
I'll say it right now.
Say it. I feel like you should say it. Like, just...
Nah.
You're scared.
All right, you know what? I'm going to say it, bro.
Say it.
So we're out on a date, right?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, story time.
Bro, you really don't. This is gay.
Nigga, I said
Are you scared?
let's move forward.
Are you scared of the story?
I ain't scared. Tell a story. Tell a story.
So tell a story. Come on, we all want to hear it.
Faggot. No, we don't want to hear that gay ass story. Go ahead.
See, he spared
It's
you.
up to you.
He spared you, so you go.
Yeah, you definitely spared your ass though.
Now the audience is imagining whatever the story is way worse. Than what it actually
Yeah, I
is.
know.
No.
Just say it.
I just went on a double date. That's all. Yeah. What about you?
It's more than that. Go ahead.
You tell me after?
Sure.
Okay.
Just say it. Jesus Christ, you
Closing
pussies.
remarks. It was glad to be back again. Like, it was good to be back again. What I would like to say though is, for one question, I have a question for you. Why blue?
Blue pill.
In 2019, my community was doing charity to buy, it was like gifts for like kids in hospitals, basically. And I said that if you could raise at least, I think it was like $20,000, I'll dye my hair blue. That was in 2019. So like a month ago, I was at a community event and we finally did it. So
Congratulations.
yeah, thanks.
He's blue. If he was green, he would die. That reference flew over everyone's head.
Can you break that one down for us?
I'm too old. iPhone 65.
Oh, never mind. Okay, gotcha.
Blue?
I heard you say something.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. That's
Okay.
now it's remixed on faggot ass TikTok. I'm good now. I'm feeling all right. That fucking gayness, but it's
Jesus Christ, bro. This is like my offline chat, man. Jesus, Lord almighty. Can I jump into my fucking Discord? Holy shit.
classic house song. I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. But not now. It's the stupid gayness on TikTok where they totally
I'm glad
fucked
we're
up
on
the song
YouTube.
and made it for 304s. Yo, you're a boomer,
Myra's,
man.
no, Myra's.
I'm showing my age right now, though. I'm showing my age. That's an old song from the 90s.
Back in my days.
I know y'all.
All right. We get the point. All right, I'm gonna be done for today. I streamed for what, 5 hours today? I'm gonna keep a consistent effort to try to talk to incels on my stream. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be it's something I want to do. This is something I genuinely want to do more. Like typically before, I was just doing shit that I would do in my free time while I'm on stream, which is just like watch some YouTube videos, watch some Destiny content or whatever. I was pretty much like a viewer that could do it on stream. I think this the incel shit is stuff I genuinely want to do and I want to make content out of. I think it's fun. All right. Okay. You guys have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Keep an eye on the socials because I have recorded several videos of like gym outfit shit. I'm just trying to figure out how to post it. I don't genuinely know how to get it from my phone to my computer so I can edit it properly. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. So, yeah. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day. See you later.